Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. Welcome to Round the Table, joining us again in the world of Estronia, which is our modern fantasy D&D campaign. Thank you guys for joining me again. Um, if you're liking this content or you've never seen this content before, it is all up on YouTube at Lightning D27 on YouTube. You can check out all the previous episodes all on there, so you can get caught up all on there. This is a D&D campaign that I've written for my friends to enjoy here on stream. If you're like the content and you're like, I want to get into D&D, but you're like, I don't really know anyone, you can totally do that. I have just started working on start playing games as a DM, and you can hire me for one of my campaigns that I have up there right now, which is actually a fantasy campaign that is probably to me my most in-depth, fully written out world. And you guys go check it out right now. Startplaying.games. I'll probably put that link up somewhere eventually, if not probably in the later recording. So you can hire me as a DM at startplaying.games / lightning 20 GM / lightning 27, or just look up lightning 27, or look up Duncan Hahn. You know my things. So you can look me up. I will put my link probably in my description somewhere. So you can hire me as your GM DM if you want, if and I'm willing to work and write some custom things if you guys need to. All of this can be communicated, or you can play the one campaign I have there right now. Once this one gets a little bit more in depth, we'll move on to that one. I'll end up uploading this one also to startplaying.games as an option as a campaign. So you can hire me to DM your campaign whenever your friends want to. Wouldn't that be something special? Again, joining us today are Mukade, Kay, and Shaft. All playing in this world. It's a modern fantasy world that I've created. I've solely created this world. Desperately try to remember it at all times. You guys went back
Ouch, that
to.
was a pot shot.
I mean, it was two of the three of you. It's fine.
Ouch.
It was late, Kay. I don't blame you. At all,
It was
actually.
3 a.m.
It wasn't.
Uh,
It was. Oh, it's 3 a.m. for you. Yeah, you're right. It was,
it was
it was
for
definitely
me.
3 a.m. for you.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so you guys were in Uruguay, which is that coastal little village. You guys were searching because you guys remember you took out a little camp a little bit closer there. Intel was saying that like they were getting information somewhere from that town. They had high details. They had to be getting information from the town. You guys busted into Felix's pub. Really fucked it up in his bedroom. And fucked up his tables and shit. And Kay started questioning around. You guys started going around. You guys did end up finding the homeless man under the bridge, um, and interrogating him, only to discover that he isn't just a homeless man, but was undead, and not just a rambling zombie, but a speaking intellectual undead with history, who was able to hold a conversation. Who, upon questioning you, attacked you guys, the people you represent, and your own actions. And when pushed further for more information and questioning, ended his own life. Also, Mook got another robot brain shoved into his head, just cause. Uh, Shaft, pissed off, your guys' officer at the first day of moving in. That was the gist of what happened last time. So last we left off, you guys were in the village, right? Unless you guys want to kind of skip time, or if you guys want to kind of like, or you guys want to just jump right back in where you guys left off. It's up to you. Like, is there anything you wanted to do
How's everyone
while,
else feeling?
like, as of right now, you guys are under the bridge looking at an undead corpse.
Right. Oh, yeah, like, probably Tatash, Tatacious, is that a word? Probably a repetitive question, but like, yeah, this guy is definitely the spy that we're looking for, right?
He definitely, let me roll something real quick. He definitely seemed like he had information. Can you give me an insight check, Mook? First roll of the night. Give me an insight check.
Oh, I Got to pull up my sheet.
I don't have any sheets, so I should pull them
But
up.
well, I rolled an 18. I don't know what
Oh
the
yeah,
bonus is, but it's
got the
19.
you will remember, as you're sitting there in this moment, it's kind of all coming back to you. You remember that he was talking about your guys' mission. He literally first he referenced that the thing you guys took from the Elf City. He referenced your people dying. He referenced all the dark elves you guys have been killing over the past months. He also referenced both the dark elves and some other groups of people. Uh, and you did. So I think Shaft might have spotted the footsteps leading from the coastline under the bridge, almost like it was a meeting spot. And you guys know that the coast was how they were traveling secretly by night, was by the coast, where it kind of seemed like they were water creatures, kind of like coming by the coastline. So they were like most people didn't really investigate. So you have a pretty strong feeling that this was um the spy that you guys were supposed to look for.
Okay.
There's more of them.
Yeah.
I mean, that's up to you if you think there might be more.
More spies?
Yeah, I mean they didn't know how many people. If it was maybe like if the like they just knew the information was coming there somehow. Most people didn't really know anything other than the homeless man was the biggest information gatherer you guys got. Kay met like a pot like an underwater pothead at a store
Oh.
when she was talking
Hey,
to
what do you
Garth.
do? Hmm.
Uh, well, I'm gonna start by let me see. I'm gonna like take off my coat
Mm-hmm.
and kind of like wrap the undead's body in the coat, kind of like basically like a makeshift body bag,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna like kind of like carry him over my shoulder and go. I believe we have what we came for.
Okay.
What did he say?
He said, "I believe we have what we came for."
Yeah, we have what we
Oh,
came for.
I got you.
Wait, so remind me who asked us to find the spy?
So
Was it
remember
the
one of
boss lady?
your boss lady told you that there was that Trinity Wilcath, your boss lady, told you that whatever that camp you ripped apart and they had intel, they're like they had a lot of information on this town that was way too specific to be gathered just on the outside. So they're like they had to be an inside man and they wanted to make sure you guys figured out who that was.
Okay.
Cool. So
Holy
Mook's
shit,
picked up a body. Is there anything else? Or are you guys just all heading back to your base
I
reporting?
guess we're gonna take the body back to boss lady.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna head back.
Cool. Shaft, anything for you?
Can I stay around and see if there's anything else?
Yeah, if you want to take a look around while
Any other people?
yeah, there's a couple of people that live in this town. Is there anyone in particular you're looking for? You guys have talked to Felix. You've talked to Therma. That was the clothing lady you bought the masks from. You guys talked to the homeless man who's dead now. And you guys have talked to and Kay's talked to Blade. No, I talked to Garth who runs Undersea Blades. Not Blade the Vampire Hunter.
That would be pretty cool.
That'd be pretty rad, right? But I have to pay a lot of royalties to get him in here, so I don't have that kind of money.
All right.
There's a couple other people that you guys. There's other buildings you can go like knock on and see what they are. A lot of them are like little houses that look like probably for these shopkeepers that are here.
All right. I'll go knock on some doors, see if they see anything suspicious around.
Cool. You see. You give me a perception check actually. So go roll your d20. Add your perception. Which for you is a +1.
12.
You look around, you see like normal buildings. You see that there's an inn that looks like it's also got like kind of a bar, like a little like cafeteria kind of thing in it. That just says Gina's in like red paint on a sign. You also see that there's like a little store that looks a little bit more modern than anything else. That just says Norm's Electronics on it.
Oh, I'm going there.
Cool. You walk in. You see, a bunch of like old little like devices that like old tape recorders, old TVs, like variations of like this, and a whole wall that's just racks of wires of different like video cable, audio cable, chargers of all like cell phone chargers, all kinds of things. And you see that there's like a little around all this junk in the middle in the back wall. You see reading a magazine with a very sensual magazine of a lizard folk on the cover. A lizard folk woman on the cover is a bit. You see, all you see behind the magazine is actually just a large turtle shell and a forehead and the top rims of some of the really thick black frames,
What?
like glasses frames.
Oh. What's up, buddy? What are you doing back there?
Yes,
Huh?
can I help you?
I said, what are you doing back there?
Oh, you know.
What is this shop, anyhow? What do you do here?
He takes it in hand and he points up, and there's an LED sign that just says electronics over his head.
Electronic. See any suspicious people around here?
You see here, he flips a page and he goes, "Not as suspicious as this article."
Article what?
And he points over to like a magazine rack that just looks like a bunch of like reptilian playboys.
Oh my god. Hey, what? You some kind of weirdo? You like looking at weird shit or what?
he poses them. Give me a persuasion check actually. Give me a persuasion check. That's +2. he, he closes the magazine, lays it on the desk, and you see you see he's a turtle. He's a turtle person who has like, and just like his face always looks like a frown. He's got these thick black frame glasses. His eyes look almost shut. His shell you see actually like has a hoodie kind of thrown over it, and he's wearing like a sweatshirt, and he puts the magazine down and he goes, "Sir, could you please buy something or leave? I didn't come here to be verbally attacked today, and I don't know if I can handle it."
Oh my god. Okay, nerd boy. I'll see you later.
He doesn't say anything. He just reopens his magazine and flips a page.
Worthless.
Great. Is there anything else you want to do in town before you leave?
They're all idiots like that. Yeah, I want to get the hell out of here.
All right, you go back to the base with everybody. Are you guys going straight to the guild office? I know Mook can't really carry a body around.
I mean, I was gonna say Mook's practically carrying
Yeah.
a body, so it would be nice
Will
if we
Kath
did.
and I need to have a chat.
Cool. You guys enter. Awesome. You guys head back. There's kind of like a debriefing area, but as you guys like enter, guards like kind of like grab this thing off your shoulder, and they go, "Well, what the hell? Wait, some kind of weirdo? Why you bringing you're bringing an actual corpse here?"
I say, hey,
As evidence, I need to present it to Agent Volkath.
Right away. And you see they give some like clicks on their like a little device on their wrist, and a bunch of like small elves like would like elves come in with like a little with like a little board. They lay down, throw the corpse on it, and they go and they huddle the body off. Um, they huddle the body off. And you see an elevator coming down. Doors open. Agent Wilketh comes out holding looks like she's like messing with a tablet as she's walking towards you guys as you guys kind of like get checked in and everything by the desk.
Wow.
Can everyone give me a perception check? That's there.
15, 16.
Okay. Kay and Moog, let me know what you guys get with your perception check.
That's a 7.
7? Cool. Fine.
Mhm.
Nothing bad about that.
Ugh.
Nothing good about it either.
Gonna throw myself off a bridge.
You're like, I
Wow.
wanted to see things.
Oh, Mook, that's harsh.
Oh man.
Oh my god. Okay, so I rolled a 14 and I have a +4, so 18.
Cool. Let me roll something real quick here. Okay. Mook, you don't really see this as you're kind of focusing on Wilcath because you're like I have to talk to her. Shaft, you're kind of just walking. You're kind of like this is just the job, and you're kind of just like ignoring things. Okay, you notice as those guys throw the body onto this thing and they run it out. You see that they kind of like they go down a hallway, and you see for a split second the glow of something, some bright glow really quick, and then as they disappear down the hallway.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna keep that information to myself for now.
Cool. I will keep that for me. Cool. So yeah, Wilcath is coming towards you guys. Is there anything you guys wanted to say to her before she starts talking?
Wow.
That's what you want to say to her?
Jesus Christ, dude.
God, Shaft, can I just push
Fuck.
you out of like the building where you fall and
I don't say nothing to her, man. I'm just chilling.
Shaft, like I don't
Like,
understand.
tried
Like
to
why?
sexually harass this woman 3 times, and like, I'm just waiting for her to kill you.
So am I. I'm waiting for her to like just push you out of the building. Like, physically off the building. Off the roof.
You can't just
She's
go
gonna
meow.
do it.
Uh,
But like,
uh,
I'm not sure if that's sexual harassment or if it's just
Shaft,
racist.
are you trying to be sneaky about it, or are you just saying it out loud?
I'm not saying nothing, man. I was just joking in my head.
You
I
can't
said it in my head.
Roll deception. Roll either deception or stealth for me, whichever you prefer.
Oh, boy.
Roll deception or stealth.
I'm not going with that. I'm not going. What are you talking about?
Roll deception or stealth. Don't you tell me you're gonna meow and then try to take it back. You roll deception or stealth.
Mook and I heard it.
We'll let
I rolled a 19.
we'll let the dice decide. Let's see if the dice decide if you.
And it says 19 right now.
If this trend keeps going, I'm gonna like have to like just up the ante on the furry jokes.
You said 19.
Yes,
Okay.
I did.
Okay. Okay, she just keeps walking towards you guys. I'm rolling like shit. I'm really sad, honestly.
Yes.
I can roll for you.
No, it's okay. Next time, okay. Maybe next time.
Ugh.
Maybe next time.
Maybe
Okay.
next time, okay.
Got away with.
Can I just punch him?
Even with her
'Cause I heard
bonuses,
it.
like I rolled really shit. Yeah, if you want, yeah, you definitely are within earshot. If you want to hit him, that's welcome. Wilcath is just like is like 20 feet in front of you, and he said it just under his breath enough that it didn't like echo through the chamber. Fortunately, like he's like you guys have gone in through this room a couple times. Now you're starting to understand the acoustics of this room.
Hmm.
Yeah, but you guys are standing next to each other, so you guys are within earshot of you. Definitely heard him.
I want to punch him so badly, but you know what? No,
All right, that's fine.
just let it
That's
go.
fair.
I'm just gonna let it go.
Wilcath comes up to you guys, and she is kind of goes through her tablet. She goes, "Job well done. Job well done. Did you guys get any information out of the target before you offed him?"
Well, technically, we didn't off him. He offed himself.
Hmm, that's odd. She hasn't made eye contact yet. She's just swiping on her tablet. It looks like she's doing some like typing.
I nudge Kay and I say, see, I'm not the only smart ass in the group.
How is that a smart ass thing to
Wildcat,
say?
we need to discuss the circumstances of the interrogation.
Well, you said you had no information to tell me, so it seems like there's nothing else to talk about.
Our subject was undead, and yet he displayed signs of intelligent sentience not previously seen in undead subjects.
I'm gonna make a roll real quick. Hold on. Shaft, give me an or not Shaft. Mook, give me an insight check. Kay and Shaft, you can also make an insight check if you'd like.
Alrighty.
Oh my god, Nat 2. I hate myself. I
Ooh.
I think
You
you're
said insight, right, D?
yeah, insight. Yeah, Mook, I think your wires are kind of a little crossed. Like, right? I think you kind of something's going. Like your gears are grinding, and I think you're not at your full awareness level at the moment.
Mook needs a break. 22.
Holy shit, Shaft, let me know what you got.
I rolled a 5.
Shaft, again, you are just so enjoyed with yourself that you got away with purring without her hearing it and killing you. Kay, when Mook says undead with intelligence, and like was discussing, you see there's a quick glimmer of connection. Like she actually breaks her contact with her tablet to look up for a moment, and you see this. You can't tell what it was, but you see like there was a connection of that part mattering. And once you make that connection and you catch that really quick, she goes, "Well, I'm sure it was a I'm sure you are very confused. You know, it's been a long time. As you know, undead are undead. They are brainless zombies, so you must be mistaken." And she goes, "I'll come to you when we have another mission." And she leaves.
just like stare her down as she leaves, and like my fists just kind of like slowly ball up.
Cool. I'm gonna roll for something real quick.
Oh, that was
Nope,
a
doesn't
waste.
happen. I mean, if you guys want, she's still walking to the elevator. You guys want to chase her down? If you guys like want to see if you guys could try to question her or something.
Agent Wildcat, I demand answers for what we experienced. You know what we saw.
Are you saying you're intimidating, or are you trying to persuade her to come over?
Oh, that's a very good question.
What is Mook going for?
Sounded pretty intimidating to me.
You know what? I'm gonna go for. Yeah, I'm gonna go for intimidation.
Cool.
Oh, shit.
Let's try it.
Go ahead and
Please.
go ahead and roll your intimidation for me then.
And I gotta blow on my dice first. It almost fell off the table. Is that a?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a 9. Total of 9.
Total of 9.
Mook sounds so sad.
I'm.
Hey, before things go south, can I step in and stop this from, situation getting like blowing up in our face?
Whoa, bullshit.
Well,
Take fucking your actions. You gotta take responsibility for your actions. That what you tell me?
K.
Yeah, I'm not really threatening her. It's just like we talk. Tell us what you know, or give us answers.
Wilcath, Mook, as you say that, you say like we want answers. You see her look back for just the briefest second. You see the corner of her eye, and then she immediately goes back to what she's doing and keeps walking away from you.
Oh my god. What? Going on? What a bitch. Well, that was fun. Now what?
This is wrong. This is all wrong.
What are you so upset about, Timmy?
It's against my directives to bring harm to or allow harm to be brought to a civilian, and yet it is in my programming to immediately kill any undead on sight. My two primary directives contradict one another.
Yep, part of being a human there, Tin Man. Gotta make decisions.
Says the person who's not a human.
Oh
Oh
man, I
man.
was hoping
Sometimes
someone would say
sometimes
that.
I think Chef forgets that he's like an Azamar. He's literally like a ghost. Like he's like a soul with like physical touch, and is like doesn't is literally like was an angel was like, yeah, we kind of need you, and just threw you on Earth. Uh, awesome.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you guys wanted to do in the office, or you guys are welcome in this time to go explore either the office or other places in Alantil, or you know.
Wait, what happened to the undead guy?
The undead guy was the corpse that was on the I want to say
Yeah,
tournament.
I know, I know. Where did it take him?
Okay, give me since you're the only one that saw it, give me an Arcana check.
Arcana.
Give me an Arcana check.
It is +1. Alright.
But roll okay.
Okay, moment of truth.
Mhm.
Oh man, I got an 8, so 9.
You saw the glow. You're like that seemed magical, and that's about all you can tell what happened. For your
No.
knowledge, they went down a hallway. Maybe one of the magic light lamps in here broke, and it just made a flash. You can't really tell.
Can I
You can
go there?
You can go
Can I
try to look if you
follow
want.
it?
Yeah, go try to look if you want.
Yes.
Give me an investigation check.
Ooh,
Do
investigation.
I notice that she's starting to poke around?
You'll see that Kay walks away, but I mean, unless Kay says something, I don't know if you notice that she's looking like she's investigating.
Okay, so I rolled a 17, investigation +1, 18.
Okay, you walk away from the group. You see that Dee and Reed are kind of just chilling with Calder, kind of by the desk, just kind of shooting the shit. You walk over to the hallway that you saw them take the body. You go down. You see that it's an empty hallway that dead ends, probably about 30 feet deep. There's like a water fountain like on one of the walls, and that's it.
There's obviously a secret door. I want to find it.
What did you say? You got a 19 on your investigation?
18.
18. Give me an Arcana check again.
Come on, Dean, let me find the door.
This time with advantage. You're gonna roll twice because you did so well in your investigation. Roll twice with your advantage.
Okay. Okay. So I roll twice and I give you the bigger number?
See.
Ooh, I just rolled a natural 20.
Okay, you go into the hallway. You see that these floors get cleaned pretty often. But you see that there is dirt kind of from the body. The body was a homeless guy under a bridge. There is a trail of dirt from the door to the hallway. If you go down the hallway, you see the trail of dirt get smudged by some of the footprints. And then there's a moment right where the wall dead ends that they just disappear. With your natural 20 Arcana check, you kind of sense... you kind of get this feeling that you know magic, you're familiar with magic. The only way these guys would have gone through, you're like, you feel the wall up, you start rubbing it, and you're like, this is a physical wall. There's no, like, this isn't a door. This is just straight up, it's just a wall. You punch it a few times, it's solid. With your magical background, you get the idea, you're like, you are pretty sure that they portaled somewhere or gated somewhere. Some magical means left this location. Rather, that was just to pass through the wall or to pass to another location. You see, as you look around the edge of the wall, you see glowing arcane burns that resembles that this at one point turned into a gate, which is basically just a magical doorway that can let multiple people through. To where, unfortunately, without really deep, complicated magic, you can't tell unless you were able to, unless someone opened the gate and you went through.
Okay. That sucks.
But you do get the sense there, like, they definitely portaled this person out discreetly in a hallway.
Okay. That doesn't help though, because I don't know where he is.
No, that's true.
Oh well.
Are you gonna
Okay.
tell that?
Well,
Are
I
you gonna
guess
tell anyone that, or are you kind of keeping that to yourself?
Well, I want to know if Mook followed me, because they noticed that I was,
Mook, give me a perception check.
Roll a d20. Oh my god,
Natural
it's
one?
a 5.
You saw that Kate kind of walked away, but I think you're so frustrated with, like, I feel like your eyes are locked on the elevator as you saw Wilcath leave. And I think that's kind of what Mook's focused on. Yeah. But, I mean, yeah, so you are by yourself. Unless, Shaft, you also want to try to see if you saw Kay walk away.
Can I follow the chick?
You wanna
Into the
go
elevator?
chase her into the elevator?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Like, I got in the door right when it's closing. Like, jump in there where she can't, like...
Give me a dexterity save.
This woman is going to kill you.
Give
in
me
the
a
elevator.
dexterity save. So you're gonna roll.
Let him go, Mook.
You're gonna roll a d20. This
14.
you had a 14. Did you add your dexterity save is a +3? You, as you quickly like sprint up there to catch up. The door's about to shut. She has her back to the door, and as the door's about to close, you quickly get your hand in and you shove it open. Any lower of a roll, you would have just crushed your hand in the door. And you just slipped it in enough to actually push the door open. And slide yourself in before the door shut. And
See,
what
can I have my cloak on? Or can
you
she
didn't
see
say
me?
you had your cloak on before.
Yeah, I
We
got you.
walked out in plain clothes. Remember that. You don't have your
No, I
cloak
know.
on you.
Okay.
Also, the elves would
That's
have
cool.
definitely been like the guards definitely would have watched you just throw an invisibility cloak on you and chase after one of their people. So it probably would have been
That's
a bad
fine.
idea anyway.
I'm in there with her.
Yeah, you're in there with her. The elevator's not going anywhere in this exact moment. Is there anything you say or do?
Where are we going?
Fuck. Okay.
I'm asking.
You say she's like, we're not going anywhere.
Yeah,
Please.
I want to follow you.
Why do you want to follow me?
I just want to see where you're going.
I've got work to do. I don't have time for. And she just kind of just puts her hand like kind of in your face. This.
I understand, but we just went on a lot of missions for you, and you haven't gave us any information that we need to keep going.
Look, you had a job to get information. You gave me very little information back. How am I supposed to give you information that I don't have?
We brought a guy to you.
He's dead.
You guys do
What the hell am I
magical
supposed to
shit
do with
all
that?
the time. You do magical shit all the time. Like, I don't know, read his memory,
I don't-
whatever the hell you do,
I-
weird shit.
Do you suspect that I do magical shit?
Yes. Well, yeah.
Why?
Of
Why
course.
do you think that I do magic? Why? What gives you that impression?
You're just that kind of. I mean, it's you gotta.
I'm the kind of
You
what?
gotta be.
I'm the kind of what?
You gotta be because of your position. You gotta have some kind of knowledge about magic.
Knowledge of magic and the ability to cast magic are two different things, sir.
Can you cast magic?
I never said I can't. I just said, why would you assume that I can?
Okay, so you can.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean I know magic that specifically can do this one specific thing that would be helpful. And even if it was helpful, it wouldn't be thankful to you. You guys brought me a corpse.
A corpse that was still talking, even though it was dead in the first place.
And I'm here to tell you the information that you've been asking for is that you must have been mistaken. The door opens, and she full on kicks you out of the elevator and says, maybe you should think on that. And then the door shuts in front of you.
That's all I would growl at her.
No, Lieutenant, I think she might be warming up to you.
She didn't actually murder you.
Sorry, buddy, I tried, man. She ain't budging. She's tighter than a pickle. I don't understand.
Are pickles typically tight? What does that even mean?
Yeah. You never had a dill pickle? They're real crunchy? That means their skin's tight.
Alright.
Mhm.
Cool.
That's right. With your next conversation, she'll pull out a gun.
Actually, you're probably right.
So where are you guys going from here?
Man, I really
I'm
want to
gonna
go
go to my
back and kill
room. I'm
that
gonna talk to
fucking
Rory.
dude. Go kill that guy.
Kill what guy?
The guy at the black. I want to go get his minigun. I want to go steal his minigun.
Oh, you want to go the vampire guy?
Yeah.
I want to break into a castle in the middle
Of
of
the-
a market
That's
run
underground.
by like probably the most powerful criminal in the world, as
If
far
you
as
don't
we
want
can
to,
tell.
you don't want to do that, Moot. We can go.
I want the railgun, but I don't want
No.
to die getting the railgun.
The campaign
Well,
ends
how do we
real
get the
fucking
railgun?
quick. Go for this railgun.
You got a better idea on how to get the railgun?
I don't know. The other way seems like it's gonna get us killed.
I think he gets killed either way. But if we had something to trade,
Vampire
maybe-
crime lord. I'm not messing with a
Yeah.
vampire crime lord.
well, what if we gave him some like kind of blood, somebody that would have
Okay,
special
Shab,
blood?
Shab. If I had like car that you wanted, you tried to bribe me with a sandwich. You think I would give you the car in exchange for the sandwich?
If you're Mr. Beast,
What?
Mr. Beast is a YouTuber who just gives away fucking money because that's what famous YouTubers do. They just give away money.
He's also making a whole Squid Game
In real life,
replica,
yeah.
by the way.
He already made it.
And
We're just
apparently
waiting.
it's very expensive.
Yeah, we're just waiting
Jeff,
for
the
him
point is
to
being,
be in it.
we can't bribe the most probably like most powerful vampire in the world. We can't bribe him with just like some blood. He probably has more than enough blood that he can like slurp.
Slurp,
what
slurp.
the hell can we bribe him with?
I completely agree with Moop, but I don't want to
Figure it
like
out.
add to this because blood really.
I don't know. I was just making a suggestion. You got a better idea, kid?
If you want
How
to
about you leave him alone?
but Kay, railgun.
But
Yeah, I know, Moop,
but
but
the
there's,
railgun.
safer ways of getting this said railgun instead of
What?
laying a death trap for yourself.
Every time we tried to get it, it's been bad news.
You've only tried one time. You haven't asked anyone else. You only tried the one vampire.
You said he was the only one that had it.
I
Him
didn't
and
say
the
that.
lady
I
that-
said he said that he was the only one that had it. And he said it was really hard for him to get his hands on. That's what he said, if you don't remember.
Oh,
Oh,
I as Mukade, I'm not thinking about the railgun right now. I'm a bit disgruntled. I'm gonna go to my room and I'm gonna talk to the friend who lives inside my head.
Cool. Yeah, you can definitely take your elevator. Your ID takes you up to your room. Does anyone else have other business in the office, or do they want to go elsewhere? You guys can literally go anywhere at this moment, as you guys have a little bit of break.
do we get paid yet?
Oh, you haven't been paid yet. No, you guys
Yeah,
haven't been
that's
paid yet.
right.
So you guys each get 75 gold to your added to your inventory.
Wait, hang on. I mean, as much as I love money, why are we getting paid?
You get paid because you did do you found the spy and you did kill him, so there no more information was being
Ah,
bled out. Though you would
I
have been
see.
probably paid more if he was alive or if you got an actual intel from him. But you guys kind of just like,
But we,
yeah, we know he's a spy and we know he's
but
dead now. And she was like, all right, that's good enough
kind
for
of,
me. Yeah,
but we kind of did.
yeah, but you didn't tell her that.
She walked off.
Yeah, because Mook was like, I have more questions than answers, and
Yeah, but then I asked if I could interrupt. You didn't let me. She walked off. I want more money.
you can go talk to her if you want. You can go
Oh
find her.
man, sucks.
You also remember you guys have those little devices. You can just straight up just call her, or send her like a little message.
Okay.
Hmm.
They'll take care of it.
I know, right? Maybe I should. Oh shit! I did something to my file. Hang on.
Okay, it's like I deleted the entire D&D campaign.
No, I accidentally clicked something on my file. Never mind. Sorry. Do we know where she went? Did she go to her
She
office?
went up. She just went
Or
up
do
the
you
elevator.
follow
She
her?
didn't say. But you can message her and say like, "Can I meet you in
You-
your office?" You know where her office would be.
All right. So can I go meet her?
Yeah, if you want to go meet
I
her,
would like to send her a text.
cool. You send her a text. You're like, "Hey, can I meet you?" She gets back to you. She goes, "Yeah, I could be available in like 20 minutes. I have something I have to deal with. Is it
All
important?"
right. Yes.
All right. And then, so we'll meet her. Shaft, what do you want to do before I go back to Mook?
I'm good. I don't know.
Shaft's like, I'm just gonna chill until something else happens.
Yeah.
Cool. So Mook, you go up to your room. You just like sit down and kind of disassociate.
Essentially, yeah.
Mhm.
And then, yeah.
Did you have anything specific you wanted to ask Rory, or are you kind of just like shooting the shit?
I want to talk to him about like what the hell we just experienced, and like basically that like, dude, this literally goes against everything that we've ever known.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
See with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's gonna be a total of 14.
With a 14, you ask him what the fuck just happened. You hear him boot up. Oh, Mukade, look, I kind of just watched that all happen, and honestly, like, first of all, like, you don't understand how weird it is to be like, like, this is a legitimate, like, a word for word out of body experience. Look, the last thing I remember was fighting the undead, and we killed them so fast. I never thought of who they were, what they were. I'm gonna roll real quick.
Now we have reason to believe that they're just as sentient as the people we are trying to protect.
Well, Mook, do you remember back in the war? It was easy murdering those things in the beginning, but as we fought longer and longer. They got smarter. They were tactics. They were building fortresses. Things that that we weren't really expecting. And again,
Are you implying that they evolved?
I don't know. Maybe we just caused them to show more than what they were originally were showing. And you see him go like you see like almost like you have like this little green like little bar kind of on your screen that kind of shows like when it wavers when he speaks, and it goes like it like dots up for a second, and he goes, I remember pulling one off Larinote, and right when I was about to stab him, I thought I remembered this wrong, but I could have sworn he was begging for mercy. And I stopped. And Larinote finished him.
Now I'm wondering, what else are they not telling us? What else do they have to hide?
I mean, hell, we don't even know how we were really made. Even that's a mystery to us.
Tell me, it's dark in there.
He goes quiet for a moment. He Let me roll something real quick. What are you looking for in this moment, Mook, from your friend here?
Um, I guess just well, maybe like just like some kind of like closure on the whole ordeal, like
Mm.
confirmation that like I'm not just going through like a fault in my logic. Like there is something wrong with what we're doing, and like um we were built for. Like there's something wrong with um what we're being a part of.
Give me an insight check. I'm gonna roll this with advantage because he's literally in your head.
Total of 17.
He goes quiet. And he just goes, I don't know. And in that silence, even though you don't hear him speak, it's almost like he is so deep in his own thoughts that you can actually see them. And you see flashes of not just that one memory, you but of a couple where he swore he saw undead like children not fighting, just running. And you see he even has flashes of like when Lerote says like after them, and there was undead fleeing after the Lich King was killed, and you see that he had missions that you never went on that went into like villages that looked really interesting, like never not of no race you've ever seen, that they were ransacking, like that looked like homes. And you feel as he is going processing everything again, this like internal dread kind of like wash over him of like shit, like I thought we were doing our job and maybe we were just a weapon that without like we never like we like you guys know you guys have personalities and like kind of have free will. You kind of obey orders because that's what you feel like you have to do, not that you physically do. And you feel like you feel in this moment that he's like that he feels terrible, and he's like trying to process emotion and doesn't really know how to do that.
Um, basically, like use my internal processing to like two of us, like in my head, give the two of us like a 3D space to occupy,
Mm-hmm.
that it's not just like us talking in the dark, and just kind of look at him, and I go,
You, don't you?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I'm sorry. It was you see it too, don't you?
Okay. No, I'm not gonna make a roll for this. He goes, so many years. Were we on the wrong side?
We the baddies.
Are we the baddies? We the bad guys. You actually, in your little 3D space here, you actually see his 3D self looks like how you kind of remember him, really war torn. But you see, like, he's got parts of him looks different than how you remember it. And it looks like he's got more damage, as if like you saw that he did other things other than you did, that it looks like he got really beat up really bad. But this is like before he completely got destroyed kind of like look. Like he just looks way more ripped up than you do. As you're talking to him.
Now, what?
What is that? I did not click that.
What is that? Come in, good buddy. We're picking you up at the truck station.
Hang on. Okay.
And now, where do we go from here?
Oh, pal, I had my time. This is your choice. And you see a flash of, like, you guys are kind of standing in this three-dimensional recreation of his memory of him going out fighting undead. Luke, I want you to give me one last insight check.
That's a total of 12.
You see as you see quick, like, kind of like really quick rundowns of his memory of him, you know, going after undead. You see that dark elves started assisting, like, kind of at the edge of the forest, like doing volleys into villages and stuff. And you see kind of a re-up of him getting damaged and falling and like still pushing through. And the couple elf soldiers that were there, Larinote being one of them, like the older one, kind of just like moving on and not helping him, not repairing him, and kind of just being like, you need to keep going, and like dragging him back up and throwing him back out there until eventually he was nothing. And he doesn't know how his head and the rest of his corpse ended up at the black market. Obviously his like power source was got empty by the time like he fully was destroyed, and then brought back. So there's a gap in his memory there. But you see this brief moment of him kind of just like being pushed until he was literally nothing left.
Yeah, that's real. I don't know how to respond to that.
Well, that's fine. So we're gonna go to Kay while you sit on that. We're gonna go to Kay, who you finally arrived to Wilcoff's office. When she finally lets you in because she's finally just got back. Okay, you walk in the door. You see that she's kind of got this big office, kind of a big window in it. You see that she's got like like a portrait of some other tabaxi woman behind her head. And you see that she's got like a lot of monk weapons, kind of in a glass case on the other opposite wall of the window. Very fancy kind of office. That she has here in a really large like wooden desk that she's sitting at.
Wait, what was her rank again? I can't remember.
I mean, she's a She's a special agent.
No, what do we call her? Like, what do
You
we
just call
refer
her
to
Agent
as?
Wilcath.
Agent? Okay, alright, cool.
Ma'am.
No.
Because she's not like
Um,
military. She's she's really a kind of like a governmental spy with other
right.
than she was in the military like you guys were.
Alright, so I just walk up to her desk and
Pulls out a gun,
um,
shoots her in the face.
no. That escalated quickly. No. So, I bring up the undead guy again. You know, D, I'm not gonna lie, I do not remember what the guy told us. So, what exactly am I telling her?
Yeah, if you just tell me, if you
Like,
so you just tell him, you just tell her everything he said to you.
basically everything that he said to us. Yeah.
Cool. There's nothing you
What
want to
is
keep
that
out.
sound, Shaft?
Shaft is probably
Yeah.
woodworking. That's what he normally does when we're
Yeah,
playing.
I guess.
Um,
Yeah, so I basically give her a rundown of the entire conversation and, once again emphasize on the fact that he was definitely undead. Oh my god, Shaft, you need to stop doing
he's
that, buddy.
standing right by the microphone.
I know, I can
Yeah, there's a
tell. Like, it's
microphone.
right next to the microphone.
I'm
Mute yourself, buddy. Just mute yourself.
Okay, my bad.
That's all good, buddy. No problem.
Jeez.
We just hear.
Yeah, I know, because I can't even hear you over the sound of whatever you're doing.
It's just a constant.
That is in the moment you hear. Woo! That looks good. Smacks it. uh,
My
uh,
bad,
And
fellas.
you
That's
like
okay.
hear like a toilet
Ah.
flush. Yeah,
you toilet flush. He goes, this bad boy can stand for miles. Anyway. Uh, yeah, Kay, so just as a reminder, I kind of said in the beginning as well, is that one of the things he says that he recalls, he talks about you guys grabbing that artifact, and you guys, he said bringing that artifact back to, your guys' back to Elantil, back to the forces of the alliance, of the group, of the,
Mhm.
the Guardians. Almost said alliance. I was looking at World of Warcraft earlier, of the Guardians. And said
The
that
Galleys.
you've basically already killed all of us, that we're all dead. And he said that was one of the things he said. He also recognized that, also knew that your guys' team lost a bunch of people in the city. Recognized that you guys had killed a bunch of dark elves. And stated that he had a family at one point, and that all the dark elves and the other races wanted was peace. And you like, as the guardians, the collective country, will not let them have it. And so you relay all that to her.
Mhm.
Give me a persuasion check.
Alright, sure. What? My persuasion is only +1? That's... Okay, so 16, 17.
Cool. I gotta roll something for her real quick.
How come my
She
persuasion is
is
so...
messing with her little tablets now on a little stand that's on her desk. Like, it looks like this is probably like her little mobile computer kind of thing. And she swipes everything away, so it's like a clear tablet. And she looks at you and she goes, well, thank you for the information. I wish you would have, relayed this earlier. But you must understand,
Yeah.
this was not an undead. This was some person with a curse. We're analyzing the body right now. But I promise you, undead are not intelligent, and they definitely don't form opinions, and they don't have families. Okay? There was nothing to worry about, Major.
But we're
Now,
pretty sure we saw what we saw.
I believe you. I am just telling you, you guys joined this office for me to be transparent, and I'm telling you that it was not as it seemed. However, the artifact, as you said, does have a lot of power, and we are working on how that is going to play into the ending this war. But believe me, it is a good thing. She smiles at you, and she goes, "Do you have any other information that you need to relay?"
Well, I would like to know where the body is.
That is classified, my friend.
Hey, I tried, you guys.
She's tough, man.
No.
She's a tough chick, man. Purr at her.
Oh God, Chats! I swear,
Next time
man.
someone purrs at her, they're gonna roll with disadvantage no matter what it is. They're gonna roll with
I'm just
disadvantage.
gonna.
Yes.
No, I'm telling you,
I
I'm gonna
think
take you to that roof and just push you off. That's exactly what I'm doing the next time.
Is there anything else you want to say to
Yeah.
Wilcath while you're talking to her?
No, I think I am good. I'm gonna keep the rest of the information to myself for
Cool.
now.
Yeah. Are you wondering? Do you want to? You can snoop around if you want to try to like snoop around places if you're trying to figure
Yeah,
out that
could I?
body.
Can I look around her office and
Give me a perception
see
check
if
if you're
there's
trying to look around for her
Okay.
office specifically. Yeah. Or perception
Perception.
or investigation, either or.
right now I'm gonna make a bad cat joke. Threaten her with a vacuum.
Oh man.
No, the whole party's become racist. They all hate cat people now. Because of one NPC.
Oh man.
They love Liddell's, but they
Sorry,
hate
dude.
cats.
What did you ask me to roll? Sorry,
Perception or investigation, whichever you prefer.
Okay, so I rolled an 18. If we're going with perception, that's 22, and if we're going with investigation, that's 19.
It's up to you. If you want to go with your 22, that's fine.
22, sure.
Cool. So you look around the office. Like I said, you see this window. You don't like I said, the elevator doesn't really say floors on it most of the time. It kind of shoots you where you're supposed to go, depending on what your little phone says and your little ID it lets you have access to. You look at the window. First thing you see is that you are miles up high. Like this is you're gonna fucking die if you jump out of this building, kind of thing. It is
Ooh,
sloped.
shaft
It
would
is
be here.
sloped. If you really actually, as you see that the building is. You've seen the building slopes at the bottom, so you might very slim chance of survival. But it's possible.
Shaft, I hope you're listening.
It's a very large window.
Coming out the window.
As you.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw you out that window. The large window.
She would let you, probably.
Looking at the window, just like, I want to throw Shaft out the window right now.
Get his
I'm
ass up
thinking that
here. I'm
as I'm
throwing him out there.
snooping. As I'm snooping, I'm thinking that.
You as you are as your vision crosses over, you see you look back at that portrait. Looks similar to her, but definitely seems like it's not the same person, but probably is a relative. Maybe a descendant or some kind. As you keep scanning, you see the monk weapons in the gas container, which you don't see a ton of. Like usually, but as you're looking, you see there's not just monk weapons, but there's also a series of daggers. These are clearly rogue daggers. You see one of them even has like blood on it still. Amongst like all these very martial weapons, and you get the sense that like this is a very physically trained combatant that you're looking at. Like maybe not military trained, but like is trained in some way that's probably scary. Let me roll for something here. What are you
Can I
looking for in
ask?
her room while you're still looking? What are you looking for in her room? Is there any
I'm looking to see if I can maybe, catch a glimpse of a secret portal or a door or like a secret pathway maybe.
odds or
Tell
tell me odds or evens.
I don't even what?
You don't see like there's a door or anything in here. If it is, like you would have to actually like go start feeling things around.
No, I mean,
Just
can I not
feel.
feel it? Considering I know a little bit about magic.
You give me an Arcana check. If you're trying to go with like the magical sense, give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
It isn't really its
Arcana
feeling.
is
It's
a-
more of like this understanding, like the effects of magic. You're like, okay, I know these are magical fire burns as opposed to regular fire burns, kind of thing.
Yeah. 14.
You look around. You don't see like if anything, she probably hasn't portaled here. You do see in the corner of her room. You do see that there is kind of a mark of a circle on the ground that looks like maybe like a really quick teleport goes off every once in a while.
Okay.
But again, like for that to even help you, you would have to know intense magic to trace it, or maybe like a special fancy device or something.
Can I make small talk with her about the dagger with the blood on it?
Yeah, you want to call her out? Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to ask her.
Yeah, go ahead.
What, I mean, so I noticed that there's a whole bunch of weapons up there, but there's one particular one that caught my attention. The dagger with the blood.
Oh,
Any reason? Any story behind that?
she looks at it and she goes, "Yeah, not what I can really tell you. I would
Huh.
probably get killed with that same dagger if I told you the story in full detail."
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but those
Well,
some of those are
obviously.
my rogue weapons. You know, my rogue weapons gallery. You know, I mean, if you ever get interested, I mean, it's like I'm happy to train you. We also have other explicitly, wonderfully trained rogues here that are also happy to train you if that's something you're interested in. It would help you, especially with some of those stealth missions. That you'll definitely be
That
on.
would be very helpful. Thank you for the offer.
Of course, we're all working to the same goal.
Cool. Well, I guess that's all I have for you then.
All right, cool.
I hope I was helpful.
She goes, "Well, thank you for coming in and thank you for being honest with me." And she's like, "Thank you for listening and not, trying to call me out in the middle of a lobby. But I expect no less from you, Major." And she kind of like nods and like gestures towards the door. Cool. Shaft, is there
Cool, and
anything?
I guess I
You
am
leave?
gonna walk out.
Cool, you walk out. Shaft, is there anything you wanted to do while you're still, or did you want to go someplace else?
Fuck, I don't know. I'm good right now, I guess.
All right. Shaft's like, "I'm standing." All right, cool. So you guys dip out of there. Awesome.
Wait, so can I go back and tell everyone about my conversation with her?
Yeah, you guys want to meet up back in kind of like the rooms and the bedrooms? Yeah, you definitely go and meet up and chat about it.
Okay. Well, whoever's in there, I guess. I know Mook's there.
Mook and Shaft are there. Shaft's not doing anything.
Oh, Shaft's not doing anything? Okay. What about the other, the
Oh,
rest of our squad?
you know Reed's there. You know Larinote and Calder are kind of chilling over there.
So basically everyone's there.
Everyone's
Okay, cool,
there.
cool.
Are you speaking to everyone, or are you speaking to just Shaft and Mook?
Huh.
Everyone would
I mean,
be
I
you
guess.
guys, and then Calder the werewolf, D who's the captain, your second,
Wait, so.
and Reed who's the bard.
And they all heard the previous conversation before she stormed off into the elevator, right?
They were standing there for her walking into the elevator. Yeah, they were here for that part.
Okay. Well, in that case, I guess I could tell everybody, because,
Yeah, sure.
it's like a continuation of the conversation, so.
Cool.
He's a spy, be careful.
Who?
D, he's a spy. Careful.
D's a spy.
What?
Mm.
Who's a spy?
Are you
D's a spy?
Yep, D's a spy. Be careful.
What?
Well,
Shaft,
Shaft,
Wait,
maybe you're the
just because
spy.
his dad is, like, in charge of the place? Is that
Yeah.
your reason?
Okay,
Yeah,
maybe
and I-
you're the spy.
I could be the spy.
Maybe I'm the spy.
I'm
Let's
sitting on a
see.
load of information, you guys. I could genuinely be the spy.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it, Kay. What do you got? What do you got going on?
Oh, that was a legit conversation happening in the script? Oh, okay. My bad. I thought it was just
Well,
a
your character's not
conversation
named
between us,
K, so I figured it was out of character.
I know, right? I was
Yeah,
just like, I was like,
not my
what?
part. Not my
Me?
part.
Okay.
No. You're out of character. I'll get in character.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, that's where we're wrapping up for today,
There
guys.
isn't much of a
We're
difference between
gonna
your in and out of character.
Right.
It's
We're gonna end
pretty
it
much the
early.
same.
We're gonna end it right there.
we're gonna do it
folks.
right there after
Alright,
that comment. All right,
If
guys,
you
thank you for
liked the
coming.
video, smash that like
Smash
button.
that, smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button, guys. Make sure you give us a follow. Anyway.
Damn,
All right, so.
that's quick.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, Kay. Yeah, go ahead. How are you starting your information, Kay?
Well, so I basically walk into the room.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like everybody's in the same room?
Do
Or
you
are we
want to?
gathering
They're
people?
all like you got the Calder and Larinote. They're just kind of chilling in the hall. You got Reed sitting at like one of those like a little table like sitting area that like just flicking around with it. Like flicking around with like some small instruments. It looks like he's probably snuck inside. Like it looks like he's got like harmonica he's messing with. And Mook is currently in their room, and Shaft's also in his room, or Fusion X is also in his room. So if you want to round up the troops and decide where you want to meet, that's up to you. You guys can go in each other's rooms. It's not like oh, like you can't go in here. So it's up to you.
Well, I guess we're going to where Mook is then.
You just cram everyone into Mook's room.
We're gonna cram everyone into Mook's room. That's what's happening.
Luckily, though,
Totally invading Mook's.
My desk and my chair, there is no furniture in my room, so I think everyone has enough space.
You literally,
we're totally invading your space.
You come out of the elevator, you just start shoving a werewolf and D down the hallway. You pull Reed out of his chair, shove him and Shaft into. You open Mook's door, shove him in. You just see Mook sitting in a bed, staring at a wall, not moving or speaking or anything, as you shove all these people in here and shut the door behind you.
Sounds great. That's exactly how I envision it. All right, so we're all in this room, and I'm gonna tell them that. So, I went up and I had a conversation with
Wilcath?
Agent. What's her name? I keep forgetting her name.
Wilcath.
Agent what? Wilcath.
Wilcath.
Okay, so yeah.
It's Wildcat, but with TH instead of D.
Oh.
It's Wilcath. It's Wildcat without the D in it, and it's very. It was very simple, guys.
Wow. That's okay. Yeah. So I had a conversation with her, and then I basically narrate my entire conversation and how she reacted to the information.
Do you tell her like everything you noticed down in the lobby, or just your office conversation?
Just the office conversation.
Okay, cool.
So you think she don't care about it, or what? I don't understand what's got your panties in a bunch so much.
What? I'm sorry, Chef. I didn't get that. What?
Yeah. What? Why are you such in a huff? What is the problem?
Well, I just gave you all the information. I just told you about our conversation.
I know,
Hang on,
what
remind me
you
what the
mad about?
conversation was. I'm gonna be real. I was doing.
Mook
was like, I'm gonna be real. I was playing Titanfall 2.
Look, because look. Okay, look. When it's y'all time, when we're separated, I try to avoid eavesdropping on your conversations as much as possible, just so that like
That's
that
nice.
info doesn't pollute what I know.
I agree.
Yeah, some
I was
people
doing the
it
same
some
thing.
people it is hard to be like, I don't know what I know in and out of character, so I get that.
Mook, I swear, when you were doing that, I was on Instagram, so I was also not eavesdropping to your conversation.
So I mean, just the rundown, Kay. You know that you asked like, hey, you relayed all the information. She went, thank you for the information. He definitely wasn't undead, probably just cursed or something. We're analyzing the body now. You know, if we get more intel on that, I'll probably let you know. She talked about how they train rogues here.
She won't tell me where the body is.
They wouldn't tell you where the body was, said it was classified.
Yep.
You also recognize that she probably teleports, or someone teleports in and out of her office in the corner, because you see the teleportation marks in there. I don't know if you want to relay that part or not, but that's also something that happened in the office.
Also tell them about the cool dagger with the blood on it.
Yeah, you talk about the dagger and how she's like, yeah, I can't legally tell you, otherwise I would also be dead, and you probably would too.
She didn't say that. Don't make up stuff, D.
Well, she said I would probably be killed with that dagger, is what she...
Yes.
Absolute quote.
I'm not dying. She's dying.
Well, I mean, you had information. You probably...
Yeah, we don't care about her.
Yeah. We can't let Kay die.
You can't kill me off, buddy.
You're right. You're right.
Hey, question D. Sorry to interrupt, but does this mean we get more money?
I'm gonna roll.
I gave her all the information. Come on, man.
You guys get like 20 more gold additionally to your 75.
No. D.
Kay, you're not gonna get 2 paychecks, Kay. Come on now, you're not getting 2 paychecks.
Fine.
It's not 2 paychecks worth. Ultimately he was still dead.
Fine.
And all she did was tell you, no, he's crazy. Calm down.
Okay, so Mook, that's pretty much what happened.
Yeah.
Do you think there's some kind of conspiracy going on?
Well, it seemed like it, but on the other hand, she did say that they were looking into it, and I guess we're gonna know when we know.
I basically like relayed to them the conversation that I had with Rory and what he showed me.
Mm-hmm.
Basically just like, yeah, dude, we raised villages with like women and children. Like, it's not like war. It went beyond war. Like we
That was
didn't just
also
like destroy enemy bases
post.
and kill all their.
That was post the Lich King dying, because you were there with Rory. You two killed the Lich King with Larenote.
Oh, okay, so he did that.
This was
Alright,
after
yeah,
the
yeah.
Lich King was dead, and they assumed all the undead would just fall apart like Phantom Menace style, and they didn't.
Yeah. So I basically say that like, yeah, we like basically burned villages to the ground and like children on pikes. Like it was that. Like that's the kind of stuff that apparently was going on. Like after the Lich King was dead. Yeah. So I relay that and I basically confirm like, yeah, they're hiding stuff and it's not fun.
Well, let's go talk to the undead then, if you guys feel that strong about that.
I mean, undead guy's dead.
Tell me, Lieutenant, how we let, let them know about our feelings on the matter.
We don't talk to the guild about it at all. We need to go find out the other side of it. We only have one side, right? Whatever the bullshit they're trying to feed us.
Wait. D
Let's
shoves
side.
everyone out of the way and comes up to you. He goes, "Are you saying that you want to go into your? That's insane. You can't go into the Badlands. There's no way over there."
There's a way. We got Major, we got the fucking Tin Man. We're good, man.
You would have to go through the active war zone, and assuming the Dark Elves don't just slaughter us on sight, go through the entire Forbidden Forest and head down to the Badlands. Unless you can magically make a boat appear. And even then, the Guardians are never going to let us just sail all the way over to the Badlands.
Kind of glance at Gulvath and I just go.
What do you think, Major?
There is another way we could get there, right, D? Can't we go through the water?
You could theoretically... Okay, give me an intelligence check with advantage, actually. Give me an intelligence check with
Okay.
advantage. Because this is something very specifically for your race and your people.
Alright, give me a second. Intelligence is a +1. Okay, so when you say with advantage,
You roll
that
twice
means I
and you take
roll
the higher
twice?
number. Mm-hmm.
Higher number, okay.
You're like, he's like, please.
I don't need to. Haha. Please. I got a nat 20
Are you
in the
shitting
first
me?
roll.
Okay. Alright, the DC was really high too, so fuck me, am I right? Okay, you know in your capital city that there is a small underworld kind of like you know that your city lost its glamour. It's basically like an underwater Las Vegas at this point. You know that there's a little bit of a crime world there, not like the black market that Shaft and Mook found, but there's a little bit of a like criminal syndicate down there. They're like mini criminal syndicate. They don't do anything like super terrible. It's like they don't do like murder for the most part, unless like people like owe them money. But it's like like sketchy shit. You know that there are old waterways that can get you pretty much almost anywhere, but however you have to either have a vehicle or be able to breathe underwater or have a shit ton of casks or jars of like water breathing spells to survive it if you can't breathe underwater. However, those are not regulated by the Guardians because most Guardians are not. The Tritons are part of the Guardians, but like they don't. The the Syndicate kind of controls that, so they regulate it, not the Guardians. The Guardians kind of don't fuck with it. Again, it's kind of like the black market, where it's like they know it's a thing, but it's like not a big enough thing to go and like spend resources on because they're actively at war. So you think with your natural 20, you know that you can find a place that you can find a guy to talk to and probably see if you guys can get a passage through it. The only major issue here is that you have a couple people in your party that can't breathe underwater. It primarily is just you and Mook that can breathe underwater. Everyone else would have to either cast
I can't
water
breathe
breathing on
underwater,
them.
I just
You just don't breathe. Sorry, and everyone else would have to cast water breathing or get a bunch of like vials of water breathing potions. But that would probably be the most low key way to get through, all the way to the Badlands.
So, is spells the only way? You said they could
There's
also
potions.
get a vehicle.
There's
so what if we
potions.
find a boat?
A boat this is underwater. Waterways they're like current rifts. They're like current highways that are underwater.
Can they use scuba gear?
You could probably try to find some scuba gear somewhere. Go ahead and roll me like an intelligence check again. This one was not an advantage though. Just actually no, on your natural 20, you can figure out where they can find a way to breathe on. You got a natural 20, right?
I did.
I really don't want to give you this, but it answers your question.
Come on.
And it ties it to what I already related to you. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. You know there's a specific crime boss in your capital. Actually, a couple of them that have basically like they're like Jabba the Hutts, right? They're big like fish people. But they also have like dancers and stuff they like exotic dancers like other races. Obviously, they can't just keep spending money on water breathing spellcasters all the time and potions. You know that they have magical bindings that are basically collars that allow them to breathe underwater as long as they're wearing the collar. You know that it's a thing you can find down there. You don't know specifically where you can get your hands on one, but you know that they exist because it's like a thing down there.
Okay.
So there is a magical device that would be the equivalent to scuba gear.
Okay, that's cool. That's good enough. All right. So basically, I would then tell everybody about all this information and say that there is another way to get to Badlands.
Look, that's exactly how I pictured the one guy I'm thinking of right now. That's exactly how I pictured. He put a picture in the tabletop thing. I'm like, that's exactly how I pictured it. Page. Literally, that's him. That's one of the guys for sure.
Nice. All right, cool. So I would tell the clan about how we could basically take another route, which could be safer, and get their opinion on that.
Now, let me ask you guys, do you want to go all the way there? For sure.
Wait, why are we going there again? I'm sorry.
Shaft thinks that you guys have a heavy version of events and of things that are going on, specifically about the undead. And Shaft's idea was, well, let's go get the other side of the story. Let's go where the undead are, which is the Badlands, which is forbidden. And even to get there, like,
gotcha.
You're going to have to break a lot of laws to get there, but you can get there. It's not impossible. You can definitely get there. It's actually easier to go to the black market than it is the Badlands because of like racial problems.
I was gonna ask, is there like a little town where these guys? There's some of them like just hiding. Is there like a little area
Shaft? If you had orders to find, if they knew that undead guy was in the town he just killed himself in, he would have been killed no matter what, without a question. Before they even knew he was a spy, just knowing he's undead, he would have been killed on sight.
But there's gotta be like a little cave or something where there's like 3 of them hanging out. Or
undead illegally in the Guardians, or anyone is allowed to legally kill an undead on sight. Doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter what they're doing. If you see an undead creature, you can legally, whoever you are, doesn't matter, put them down. Because they're seen as a being of true evil. It's the same thing with the dark elves. You
Okay,
don't see
so
dark elves in the Guardians either because they're also like they're more hospitable, so you don't instantly put them down, but they're most likely just gonna get put down as soon as you see them. Along with changelings, demons, devils, undead, and dark elves are all the evil. They're part of the axis of evil, and we gotta kill them all.
Who gives a shit about their side? I guess. Who gives a fuck if that lady's hiding some shit? We're just gonna kill them all anyhow. What's the matter?
why would you want to kill them? Don't you want to know what they have to say?
Aren't they dead already?
Well, they're undead. They were dead and brought back to life. Is
Or
typically what
undead.
undead means.
Yeah,
Same thing, right? I mean,
it's not the same thing.
Well, chat. It's interesting. Your argument is exactly how the whole country feels. And they're like, you died once, you shouldn't have to go through this again. This is just wrong in every way. All the gods must hate this, so you need to be put down.
yeah, I think that, yeah.
Even
They should.
vampires are
Fuck.
sketchy. But vampires aren't ugly as sin, so they can kind of get a pass.
Okay, so if we go on this mission, can we leave Shaft behind? Because he's gonna kill all of them.
You don't
Shaft,
know
no
how many
photos.
undead there are.
That's your right, Lieutenant. You're more than welcome to try to stop us.
Calder goes, wait, hold the phone. Wait a minute. You going on the water like that's nuts, man. And Larenote like puts his hand on Calder and he goes, look, if we do this, I'm not against it. Like Kat and I always thought something was weird. If we do this, you realize if we get caught, that's it. If we are lucky to stay alive, we will be banned from the country. We'll be enemies of the state. You understand that, right? There's not a single thing that I can. There's not a string that I even can pull to get us past that. If we do this, we would need an absolute miracle assuming we get caught. And this is a long trip. If they need us at any moment, and notice that if they're trying to portal us and we're in the middle of the Badlands, they're gonna know. But it's on you, Major.
This is a tough decision to make.
Is
you
there
just
a
got in
way?
the damn guild office. You guys are ready to get out and fucking. You ready to go straight on, full on, fucking.
This was your
we're about to
idea.
get
This
on
was your
the-
idea, my dude.
No, you didn't put this shit on me. I'm just.
Oh,
I am
it
just
literally
suggesting.
was your
You literally
idea.
went, why don't we go where the undead are and just ask them their opinion?
No. I for the longest time didn't even understand why we were going there until Dee explained it to me. So it was your idea.
Which honestly, like in hindsight, is like actually
Straight
like
up.
kind of a good idea. But
How is she gonna find out? Well, I don't understand you guys. Like, first you're like, oh man, the chick, our major chick or whatever, she's like all
Agent.
suspicious, whatever agent. She's all suspicious, and I think we should do something about it. We gotta do something. It's just not right that the undead dude got killed. And then so I'm like, well, if we go find out what the undead dead guy's side is, then what? Well, no. But then, what? We're gonna be fighting against the guild office again. Then what?
oh, you're not funding off the
Like,
guild
we're out of a
office. If
job?
you guys get caught, you're fighting you're actively fugitives of the country. There's not a place
we're like
in
freezing.
civilized territory that you guys will be legally allowed to be if this goes
That's
wrong.
what's it.
Big
This is
gamble.
bad.
But
It's gonna be bad.
Shaft, you are not wrong. It's not a bad idea to be like, maybe we should go investigate and figure out what these people think. Because that undead definitely spoke and literally said he had a family. And even Mook has memory files now of undead post the Lich dying having like personality and fear and emotion. and looking like they had livelihood to protect. Um, I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I just want to make sure everyone is aware that this is a thing. Like, you can go anywhere within the Guardians' territories. Anywhere outside of that is you're going to be making roles and making decisions that could make a huge change to whatever the campaign's going, which is fine. I am totally okay with whatever you guys decide. I just want to make sure you guys have all the information you need in the moment. You also like have other people you can question if you want to question more people on the Guardian side. I mean, like, you still got like, I mean, there's technically like the heads of each of the races. You also have there's also like Wilcath is not the highest person here. There's like four actually like 8 other people above her, including Dee's dad, who's like number 2 in the guild office. If you guys,
Yeah, but do we have access to them?
D might, you haven't asked him.
Oh.
D, is your daddy around? We ask him.
You want me to
Oh, God.
you want us to go talk to my dad?
Yeah, let's go talk to your dad.
You want all of us to go talk to my
See
dad
what
right
he does
now?
about
You can convince your father to grant us audience. We may be closer to achieving our goal.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, right now. Go get your little daddy on the
Shaft,
phone.
roll. I'm gonna let Mook give you a help action here. Shaft, roll a persuasion check twice for me. So you're gonna roll with advantage here. Take the higher number. What did you get? Tell me what you got.
11? Yeah, it's got 11.
Oh, okay. What?
That's the highest number.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I heard 11 and a 4, so yeah.
I'm gonna try. So I'll tell you. D rolled a 6 naturally. So he looks at you and he looks at Mook, and he goes begrudgingly. He goes, "Fuck me." He opens up his little device. You see him typing a message. He's like, "Okay, we got 10 minutes," and he walks over to the elevator.
Let's go.
You guys all cram into this elevator. All of you, all 6 of you guys. You guys go up. You feel this elevator. This is the first time you really feel the time of the elevator, because you know you're going way up there. You guys get up to the top of almost the top of the guild office. Doors open. You see a long black and gold hallway go into a glass door, and through the glass door you can see a large decorative desk, and behind the decorative desk is actually like a big like screen and a giant window. Like Wilcat had a big window, like a pretty like big window like for normal people. This is like the whole wall is basically window in the behind the desk that you can see from the back of the hallway.
Okay. You going in or what? Fuck you doing, D?
He's like, "Look, this isn't very easy for me, okay?" And he walks forward, and Calder walks with him. Reed's just behind Fusion, and he goes, "Man, I'm like."
You have our support, Captain.
D stops and turns. And he goes, "Thank you." And he goes, "Okay." And he walks forward with you guys, and he opens the door. You guys see standing kind of in a corner, looking out the window with. You see the back of a tall elf, very long traditional blood elf ears, a long black cloak, and just like the bottom of his slacks and his shoes. And you see he's got a very fine elven like sword sheathed attached to his belt, and long blonde like straight blonde hair that goes like all the way down his back. As you see him looking out a window. D stands up through the door and he goes, "Well, Dad, long time no see. I thought you might want to stop by and say hi. Since I'm working for you again, and Well, look, I'm just gonna cut to the chase. My friends and I have some things we need to talk about. The tall older Laranote walks, turns slightly, walks behind his chair and underneath the screen. Over to on his right, you see there's a giant. You see that on the two walls. One wall has a bunch of traditional elven weapons, beautiful, elegant elvish swords, elvish bows, elvish arrows, all the finest traditional elvish weapons from the centuries. Um, and you see on the other case that it's actually there's a couple more elvish weapons, and you see that there's a suit of traditional high ranked elvish armor that's like in a kneeled position with a sword stuck into the bottom of the case, like almost like an Excalibur thing, like in a pose. um and as he walks over to his desk, turns, grabs his chair and takes his seat, doesn't say anything. Look, I don't really give a shit if I'm bothering you or not. So, we need to talk. Still doesn't say anything to him. Starts grabs some papers on his desk, starts going through them. D leans forward, grabs the papers out of his hand, throws them to the side, like off the desk to the ground, and tells him, "Look, Cat's dead, so we need to fucking talk." He stops what he's doing, stands up, and smacks him in the face. And he goes, "Those papers are more important than you ever will be. So why don't you be a good son and go pick them up?"
Hey, fuck off, sir.
Or you think the sir at the end of it makes it a proper thing for you to say?
Yeah, you're being a dickhead right now.
I didn't think that was your place.
Don't give a fuck what my place is. Don't be a dickhead to my friend.
You see, a smile kind of grows on his face. Um, he goes, "What can I do for all of you since it's so important?"
We want to know what you know about the undead. We don't want to hear no bullshit.
The undead are a bunch of snarling, evil bastards out in the Badlands. I don't know what else you want me to tell you about them. You should have learned that when you were training in the military, Lieutenant.
And you know a lot more than what you're saying, too, about them. You should know that, too, sir.
Lord Note, we have reason to believe, and an astonishing amount of evidence suggesting that all of our previous data considering the undead has been accurate.
Mookie looks at you, walks from around his desk, comes up to you, and he goes, "You're an older model, aren't you? You, you seem familiar. Am I mistaken? You must be one of the very first models, if I'm not mistaken. Not many of you left, are there?"
Series 600 has been deemed obsolete at least 50 years ago.
"Yes, for good reason." And he turns around, goes back to his desk, and grabs the paper. And you see he like whips his hand like by his hip, and the papers magically shoot up into his hand, and he places them back on his desk. He takes a seat back down, and he looks at all of you, and he goes, "Do you have any actual questions, or are you just here to waste my time?"
While all of this is happening, can I snoop around his room?
Give me a investigation check or a perception check, Kay, whichever you prefer.
Okay. What was perception again? 14.
You're looking around as like he's kind of like doing his peacocking right now. You look around, you notice the weapons. You look at the weapons are all very fine. Just behind a very simple glass, very easy to break. You see the window, very much like Wilcast is up super high, is kind of part of the wall of the building, like very much like a skyscraper. Um, you look at the screen, you see that the screen like looks like maybe he projects like meetings or projects images on or whatnot. You see his little screen on his desk. Uh, on his suit of armor, you see the suit of armor has a shield over the sword. That has symbols on it. You're not elvish, so none of the symbols and like pictures mean anything to you. Um, and so like nothing really comes of it. But you notice that additionally, in the background. But you don't notice anything else super. On a 14, you don't notice anything else super like uh, super important or anything. Kate, since you're looking around, give me an insight check.
Okay. Let me see. Oh, I like insight. Okay. 19.
You see, Reed picked up something, and you see that Reed was also looking at the room, as tentatively as you were.
So hang on, is
Reed's
Reed is not
Reed's the bard,
the bard,
is
right?
Fusion's
Got it.
buddy, and you.
Oh, the guy who keeps singing.
Yeah,
Right.
and in this moment, when you're looking around, you catch him looking as intently as you did, and you catch him having a moment of aha as he sees something, but not fast enough to see what he saw.
Ah, come on. I'm just gonna be like, can I see what he's looking at?
No, no. He rolled much better than a 14.
Damn it. All right. Fine.
Tell me.
Well, in that case,
Shaft, you're so busy talking, you don't even notice that Reed's doing anything. You're just assuming he's standing behind you.
No. I'm still
Alright, so
giving the old pecker some hell.
he's just being, yeah. At this point, can I please interrupt and introduce myself and then ask him, no, not ask him, sorry. Tell him about the undead that we met.
Yeah, you stand up for yourself, Kay. Yeah, you go ahead. Yeah. So you go like, hey, I'm Matrix of Golvath, and you talk about the undead.
Yeah. That's right.
He goes, Matrix of Golvath, I am very aware of who you are. It's like I approved of your recommendation to have you promoted in the first place. Your talents match those of almost no one. They were better than most people that have come through our military, and we were deemed impressed. Now, Major Zagolvath, I do have to tell you that you get no answers from me. Wilcath has relayed all the information that you have access to. It is no longer your concern.
Getting nowhere with this prick.
You thought you were gonna get somewhere with Wilcath, and you're like, we're gonna go to the guy above him, and we're gonna get the shit out of him instead, because the person below him won't get us anything.
Hey man, it was worth a shot.
Daddy B, come on, you need to pull your balls out.
What?
Fucking talk to him. It's your dad.
Yeah.
Are you saying this to D in person? Are you saying this to him in character?
Oh my god, please stop. Just stop.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, right? It's very clear that this man is very emotionally abusive to his son. So
Physically and
maybe-
emotionally.
Physically and emotionally, yes, you're very right. So it's just like, I don't know. Me standing up for himself isn't really gonna do anything.
I agree.
Why not? We're all there to got his back. We got his back right now.
I mean,
I'll punch
yeah,
him in
but
the face.
the best we can do is like just keep pressing with like more questions.
All right.
Not like we can like hold the guy at gunpoint.
Yeah, you physically don't have your
You
weapons
can.
on you.
Yep.
That's true.
I mean, he's got weapons in the room, but like that would be very problematic if you guys just busted his glass and pulled a sword on
That
him.
would be
That would,
Yeah.
for sure.
again, one of those ideas where it's like this will probably make us fugitives for life, but you know, it'd be cool.
I want to tell D something.
Are you trying to tell him in secret, or are you just saying out loud?
No, out loud.
Yeah, say it. Just tell him what you want to say.
D, don't let your dad talk to you like that, man. If you guys need some help, let me know. We do some counseling right now.
You see his
Yeah,
dad
your
starts
dad's gonna assert
laughing.
dominance.
He starts laughing. He goes, "Counseling? You think you can counsel him?" He's like, this boy is too weak to even face his own father. You know how many times he comes up here and sits outside that door and never actually walks in? Except this time he brought a big werewolf with him, and now he can walk in. Now when his girlfriend's gone.
Jesus
He hasn't been the same. He
Christ.
hasn't been the same man since his mom
Wow.
died. And D turns, throws a punch at him. His dad effortlessly grabs it, twists him, and throws him on his ass with one arm.
Can I swing at him?
You want to throw a punch at him?
Oh my god.
No, don't. What's wrong with
roll
you?
an attack roll.
Oh my god.
We're gonna get arrested.
Roll an attack roll.
Can the rest of us leave? Like, please?
You will get, yeah,
Like,
you
right
guys
now?
just leave. Yeah, you guys gonna pull D up and just fucking
Oh
leave.
my god.
Yeah, I'm okay. So
I'm gonna walk
Fusion,
towards D,
you
pick
can-
him up,
Fusion,
and
you can
you know,
go.
like.
You can go do your thing.
Mm.
Consult D. Hang on, but can I say something to Lord Laranote before?
Yeah, you can say something to the Lord.
Fusion throws his punch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go. D.
With all due respect, my lord, from one old soul to another, machines aren't the only things that can become obsolete.
Oh, that.
You know, I just kind of.
He looks at you. He goes, "Oh, that's interesting. I didn't realize we programmed you with a soul."
I'm gonna kill this man one day.
One day.
Bullet through his skull.
That is not today.
Do you guys just like? Do you guys just haul D out of there?
Yeah.
Kind
if
of.
you want to come with us, you can. But if you're
Or
if you're
you could-
intent
Shaft,
on-
are you gonna throw your
Do
punch or
your
not?
thing.
Are you gonna throw your punch or not?
Oh man, I don't know, man. I kind of wanted to, man.
Doug, hey, if
Do
you
it.
hey,
Do it,
do
dude,
what
do
you
what
do.
it-
What you
do
think
you, do
Fusion should
you.
do? Yeah.
You do you.
True to your character.
Calder and Mook just start pulling D by his arms, and he's just kicking. He's going, "You son of a bitch! I hate you!" And he's just like screaming down the hallway as you guys are dragging back to the elevator.
Wait, I have
I'll
a
throw
question.
punch
Would
at
it
him.
be possible
Mhm.
for me to, cause like I witnessed this whole La Novella scene.
Mm.
Would it be possible for me to like basically cut the upload the footage and like send it to the media?
Give me. Oh God, what do I gotta ask you for a roll for that? Cause I can't just let that happen. That would be
Yeah,
terrible.
making check.
That would make me. That would be terrible. Let me check some things here real quick.
I like it. I like it.
I want to give you.
Let's
Give
ruin
me a.
Let's ruin his reputation, baby.
Let's
Let's get him canceled.
Let's get him canceled. Let's get him canceled. This guy who, actually, give me an intelligence check. Just anyone can give me an intelligence check. Just to see, like, now that you've seen him and now you've seen his face, to like try to figure out like if you know who this guy is from like media or whatnot.
I rolled a 16.
Okay.
19.
Mhm.
Oh my god, it's a 4.
Mook, you only see the memories from your friend from Mori, and you see him like you almost like don't see him as himself now. You almost see him in the memory form of him in his soldier gear. Much kind of like that you see is one of the things that's framed in this office that was like leading battles and shit. And you see and so like you kind of focus on that Kay and Shaft, with your roles, you realize as you look at him, you're like, shit. You fucked up. This guy you have definitely seen standing next to the Elvish like prime minister multiple times. Like the equivalent of the Elvish president, um, in the Guardian. So like he's not just a top dog at the guild office. He's probably a top dog in the country.
Wait, so question, did Shaft punch him or not?
I'm gonna find out right now in this moment. Shaft, did you punch him?
Not yet. Not yet.
uh,
Not yet.
Mook, give me an intelligence roll again. This is for if you thought to record your visuals here, and for how long you record them.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh, please. I need this. I need this for the closure. I need it.
You're like, I need this.
Nat 20.
Fuck
Oh my
off.
God.
You know you didn't. Fuck off. No, you didn't.
I did.
Oh
I did.
my
Oh
god, dude, you're destroying me! Oh my god, you're gonna socially break this man.
We did it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Oh my
Oh.
god. Mook feels like it's To Catch a Predator right now.
I'm gonna Chris Hansen this guy. I'm gonna go fuck. Oh my god, I'm actually feeling lightheaded. Hang on. Yeah.
Mook's like revenge is mine already.
I feel like when Chris Hansen brings the cameras out.
Yeah, Mook, as you're dragging D away and he's screaming and kicking, you can see that not you, but Rory is recording what you're watching. And you see that he's playing back parts of it. Like he keeps playing personally, he's playing back the part where it's like, I didn't remember programming you with a soul. I don't remember programming you with a soul. I don't remember. He's just replaying that, and you feel him being upset. So you know that you could go back just like Rory's memory, at least in this specific moment for sure, and replay it. Awesome, and we'll get back to that when we get out of here. Shaft, so what are you doing? Are you leaving with them? Or are you doing something as a last huzzah before you walk out?
Is there something like really expensive on his desk? Or
His
what?
whole room looks expensive.
It's got like a Fabergé egg, just like toss it.
There's
out the
nothing
window.
on the desk that looks nice. It looks like you actually see like there's a photograph that looks like it's been laid down. And that it's been laid down, like, and you see that there's like his little like portable computer that's like Wilcast, and then looks like he's got another one that's like actually like hard built into the desk, and his papers, and then he's got those two glass cases of like memorabilia from like Elvish lore and Elvish
Do you
history.
have, like really expensive like artisan pens.
If he does, they're like in the desk. Looks like he probably has drawers in there.
If I'm gonna need you to take one of the pens and shove them up your ass. It's the perfect way to assert dominance.
Shove it up. Go around him, take it out of his drawer, and shove it up your ass.
All while making eye contact with him.
Why do I want to put it in my ass? What the
Because
fuck?
it's the
He'll never
ultimate
have it
form
again.
Of establishing
God.
dominance. It belongs to you now.
Get out of here.
That's when you find out they're all dagger pens, like the pens that have like knives in them, and he can't hold any of them.
Oh my god. You guys are sick. Yeah,
Oh,
I
God.
know. Hey, sir, you got a drink?
You-
We're a little parched right now. I'm asking him for a drink.
Oh, you want a drink?
Drink a whiskey.
Literally, as you ask him for a drink, you're literally hearing D scream down the hallway, and he goes,
Uh-huh.
"Lieutenant, I think you've used up all your time today."
So you don't have that drink?
Give me a persuasion check.
I said I'm thirsty.
Give me a persuasion check.
Well, I rolled a 19. I don't know what my persuasion
I think it was also +1.
is. Yeah.
He gets
probably.
up. He goes over to like a little wood cabinet thing that's kind of over by one of those glass cases. Pulls out looks like a little scotch glass, like very those fancy scotch glass kind of things, and pours you a drink, and he goes, "To new friends," and he hands you a glass.
You're funny. You're funny, sir. You thought we were friends. See, my friend just got hauled out of here because you're an asshole. You understand that?
Mm.
Like, why are you so mean to your son?
He sips his drink. Are you drinking?
Yeah, we're just. I'm having a little sip with him here. Yeah.
Bonding?
You're-
Nope. I'm just sipping with him. I'm not mad. I'm just asking him
Mhm.
why is he such an asshole to his son? What did his son ever do to him? Why are you so mad at him? Why you
Um,
hate your son?
Shaft, I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
What is that?
So you're gonna roll your d20, and you're gonna add what's your con +6 to this. You're good at this.
No. 12. I rolled 12.
Um. Okay, 1 second.
So that's 18.
It was 18.
Well, yeah, because I rolled a 12. You said +6.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, okay. I thought you already did the math. Okay.
Sorry. Yeah,
You
18.
drink that. He looks at you and he goes, maybe I should have put a little bit more in there then. And and
Fucking
sits down.
What
He
the
sits down. He goes, "Listen, my son can get his little pass, but I think your time is up, and you should leave." He's like, "You have to realize, things work different when you're up here.
Yeah?
Know your place." And he
See,
downs his whole glass and puts it on and smacks it onto onto his desk with a little coaster underneath.
yeah. Yeah, hey, sir, thanks for the drink. You know, we're supposed to leave legacies for our children, and you're not leaving anything but being a dickhead. So, thanks for the whiskey, but now I'm gonna smash it in his fucking face.
You
The whiskey glass.
give me an attack roll.
Oh.
20.
No, you did.
Fucking
You got a natural 20.
hit that fucking 20. I'll send you a pic right now. Swear to God. Motherfucker.
God is on our side.
Oh my god! Why is he getting fucked in this? Oh my god! We're supposed to meet him now. Oh my god! Oh no! Fucking no! Oh my god! Jesus Christ! I'm fucked! I'm fucked! Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Everybody calm the fuck down, okay.
A shard just like slits his throat.
Um
No, I don't think kill him. I don't wanna kill
Holy
him.
shit. Okay, hold on. I gotta figure out like what improvised weapon damage is gonna be. Um Fucking
Are
goddamn
we
it.
in a fight now?
Okay. It's just gonna okay, so Shaft, I need you to roll 2d4 damage for me. So roll 2d4 for me and tell me how much it is.
A 1 and a 4.
You smash your glass right in his face. He goes, "Ah!" And you see shards in his face. He looks at you. God. Does he do this? Okay, hold on. This is oh,
This
I'm so sorry if he can do that, if he can cast this right now. Cuz I'm like that's what he would fucking do right now and it's
No, you don't have to. He can just show a little
oh
remorse.
no. You had your chance. You had your chance. You had your chance. The bad things are gonna happen now.
Do you let him? Ah, shit.
Fuck. attack. Okay, wait. Maybe this might be a less destructive version. This might be it. Shaft, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
What is that?
You get a +1 to this, so D20 +1.
9.
He stands up, looks at you, and you suddenly feel his thoughts in your head. And you feel like you can't move. And you realize he just cast Dominate Person on you. And he tells you, go to the window. You walk to his large window. He goes to his little weapon gallery, pulls an elvish dagger out, puts it in your hand, sees that it doesn't go into your hand, puts on his desk, grabs a pen from his desk, puts it in your hand, and tells you, break the window. You take the pen, and you feel forced to shove the pen into the window. The glass cracks, breaks is big, wide open. You hear as the wind of you being up in a skyscraper is whooshing around. And he tells you, walk to the edge. And you feel like your toes hanging over the edge of this building as you're barely holding at balance on the edge. And he goes, jump. And you jump out the window.
Now what?
Kay and Mook, what are you guys doing right now? Because you guys
Have we left the
you guys
room?
are in the D. You guys are
What?
in the elevator, pulling D, and about to get to the elevator, and you suddenly see Shaft glass Lord Laranote in the face. Laranote stand up, says some words, and then you see Shaft is like frozen, walks casually over to the window, drops a dagger, grabs a pen, stabs the window, and jumps out the window.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So
Is there any? I'm giving you this one moment, real quick. If there's anything you want to do in this exact moment before I tell you where I narrate what happens next.
Come on, guys. I'm doing it for you.
What
here's what I'm gonna do. This is probably gonna get me killed, but I'm going to sprint back into the office.
Mm-hmm.
Smash the case with the shield in it, with the armor and the weapons and the shield. I'm gonna take the shield, and then I'm gonna jump after Fusion.
Oh my god.
Luke, you sprint, smash the glass door.
Wait, hang on. No, I'm gonna grab the sword instead, not the shield.
What?
The sword.
You go to grab from the suit of armor. You go grab the sword or the shield. You realize.
Okay, I'm gonna grab both. Can I grab both?
Give me
I
a
can
strength
grab both,
check. Give me a strength check as you're trying to grab the shield and the sword.
Okay.
Can I follow him and watch all this?
Okay,
Like,
you
what
can
the
sprint
hell?
back to the. Are you sprinting back to the door?
Yeah.
You sprint back to the door.
Total of 11.
You go to grab the shield and sword. You pull. It does not come off, and
Oh my
you
God.
go. And you were like, yeah. Mook, this isn't just a normal shield and sword. You don't know what it is, but this is not a normal. This isn't a shield and sword on a mannequin. This is something else.
Okay.
All right. While Mook
Yeah.
is doing that, I'm running to
Looking
the
jump.
window
I'm
and
gonna-
looking
I'm
Oh, you run to the
down.
window?
Iron Man dive.
You
I'm
run.
like Iron Man dive right out after him.
You run. Okay, Kay runs to the window. Mook jumps over a non-broken part of the window. Iron Man dives out, is swooshing down, and right before you jump out the window, D goes, "No, wait!" And you smash out the window, chasing after Fusion, who is just like torpedoing towards the Earth because he's in Dominate Person. He can't even flail. He's still in Dominate Person. And right before you both hit the bottom, you both smack into the bottom of the office floor as you were teleported at the bottom back into the ceiling of the office and slammed into the floor in front of his desk.
Holy shit, that was a ride.
And he tells, and he looks at you, Shaft, and he goes, "Get out." And Shaft stands up and is forced to walk out and walk straight to the elevator.
Can I say?
You can't say anything.
You can't
You
talk.
can't say anything. You're charmed for an whole hour. Until he releases you whenever he decides to release you. He can telepathically control you for an hour regardless of where you are.
Alright, well that could have been a lot worse. Whew.
No, but Mook, you going for the short and sealed, you give me an intelligence check. Give me an intelligence check here.
What's the a total of 12.
You don't know what it is, but you know they're like, this is solid, like this is not a display. But you don't know what it is. We require more investigation, but you definitely was not a regular shield sword display. Because they would have just popped right off. You realize these are like one piece, like there's something, they're a piece of something, but you can't figure out what. You were also way
As
more
the
focused
major-
on jumping out a window and saving your friend.
But Mook, what was your plan?
I was gonna do a cool thing where like I grab him and then I stab the sword into the wall as we're still falling. So that, like,
Oh.
yeah.
I like how you didn't pull, it doesn't pull,
Really
fuck, I jump out of the window anyway, and then you...
And then, look, my backup plan was to use my fingers.
Smart.
Try to dig my fingers into the wall and like at least some friction to like slow our descent.
And then both of you die. Nice. I lose 2 more members. Perfect.
Look. Hey,
Kelly,
look.
I really just wanted to like turn around and tell Major like, hey dude, your fantasy just came true. You see me fall out the window.
I wanted to push you out.
And you just watching me fall.
Oh
You
my
just watching it the
god.
whole time.
I was just shocked because I didn't push you out. Somebody else did. So,
No, he didn't
that's
push
how
him
this
out.
happened.
He took over his
Well,
brain
yeah,
and
I know
said
what you mean.
fucking jump. And
Alright.
I
feel like-
and watched the whole thing.
I mean, I wasn't gonna jump after you, dude. That was Mook. That wasn't me.
I know, that's
Um,
what friends do. You're just like watching. Bye,
Yeah,
Chef.
well, we're not friends. I'm sorry.
What could you do?
Also, we're not friends.
The only reason.
You have to remember that my
Yeah.
character hates you.
I know. That's what's funny because you just stay on the ledge watching me die.
Yeah,
So
well.
you just me standing there.
The only reason why it was semi-reasonable for Mook to jump after you is because he's a 7-foot-tall robot man who carries a minigun and a cannon pretty much everywhere he goes. So like, it could have been done.
you should have sent your little robot version, your mini Ryu. You should have sent your mini me after him. Save yourself. Send your mini me.
I could have done that. Now that I'm thinking about it, I could have done that.
You're like, that actually would have been way smarter, D. Why didn't you fucking tell me that?
I was hoping I could use my wings, but I guess that didn't
I'm
work out.
so glad you failed that roll for Dominate Person. I was so fucking... Dude, that was the nice version of what I was going to do. I was like, otherwise he might have just killed you. Like, I was like, he might just kill him right now. I was like, no, what else is in the spell list? There's got to be something else that's equally terrifying that is not, that will not just insta-kill you. Because he could have just insta-killed you. He
Wait a second.
would have fucking
Was
destroyed
I
you.
recording this event?
I don't think so. We were in the
On your
elevator.
natural 20, yeah, you were still recording.
Oh, what? Okay.
Shit.
That was a natural 20 for that record.
Ooh,
Yeah.
So now if I just
Wait,
get
so it
huge
continues?
testimony.
Well, I had a thing that I was gonna go through over because that's gonna be also partially about the uploading. This is just that main role was for the recording
Ah.
part. And also, I didn't expect Shaft to fucking glass him. Actually, I did. As soon as you said I want to drink, I'm like, he's gonna glass this guy. Like, he's gonna glass
I
this
thought he
guy.
was gonna throw.
Like Wolf Among Us
I thought he
style.
was gonna throw the drink in his face. I thought he
No,
was just
I
gonna
knew
throw it
as
in
soon
his
God.
as soon as I described it was like glass, I'm like, there's no way he's not gonna take the bait. He's gonna glass this man.
By the way, I had this at the ready in case we didn't save Fusion and he died. I had this at the ready.
A part of me wanted to see like what if I just did all the fall damage and see if Shaft lived. And I was like, no, that's mean. I'm not gonna do that.
You'll just have to make a new character.
Make new
and
character.
play the exact same way. It's basically
Oh
just
my
Fusion
God.
again,
He could
but just with a mustache.
he could just be Calder.
Fusion-
I'll just make him he's take over for
Fusion
Reader Calder.
Reborn.
He's just gonna be Calder.
He'll take over Calder.
Oh my
But
God.
anyway,
Honestly, that would be.
I
pretty
feel
fun.
like as Major, I should be apologizing for.
oh, he doesn't give you the chance. I was about to say, I was like, as
Oh.
as Fusion is marching down the hallway, and Mook is like putting themselves together from falling on the floor. He looks at you, and goes, "Well, Sigolvath, I hope this was just as educational as you wished it would be. Let's make sure this doesn't happen again." And he goes and just sits back at his desk.
The way, full disclosure, if Fusion didn't attack first, I would next in line to attack Barnote. Just full disclosure.
That is a superior officer. It's way against your fucking will.
Yeah,
But you
but
moving
like,
up.
well,
You must
you-
be moving up in your. Huh?
he's an officer, but he did like attempt to essentially murder one of my colleagues, so like I could potentially identify him as hostile.
Even though
that
technically
already
Shaft
sounds
struck
cool?
first, even though Shaft obviously
Yeah,
like
exactly.
threw the first
that's
punch.
that's the only reason. That's the only reason why I didn't do anything in that regard.
Oh, but you didn't see me hit. You didn't see me hit him with the glass, though, did you?
Oh,
No, they saw you fucking hit him with the glass. It's a straight hallway to his office. You could see him from the end of the hall. It's like
Hey, we could just take that off your recording and then play the rest to the media. They do that shit all the time.
yeah, about that. I'm not. It's,
Not good
it's
to
a bit
that.
dishonest.
They do not do that shit all the time.
Not
Like, I'm
good.
All
sorry.
the time, especially
As
in
someone who
Canada.
works in the industry, do not say stuff like that.
They do. You work
Yes.
in the nursery? What'd you say?
Kay said she works in the industry, dude.
Industry. yeah.
Kay is the news.
I
Oh, you work in media? Okay.
do.
Straight up. All right. So yeah,
Yeah.
you guys leave his office surprisingly alive.
That's fun.
Mook, how are you wanting to do this whole blasting on the social network thing?
Ooh. Is
Oh,
there
shit.
like a? Yeah, TVs are a thing in this world, right? We have
Yeah,
TVs?
he had one in his office above his desk.
Good. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Is there like a news station in this town? Like, what's the most reputable news source of news in this town?
Yeah, I mean, you got a couple like radio places, and you got like you do have like TV industries. Most of the like entertainment stuff isn't really Elvish. It's really like you would have to probably go to the human area, where it's more entertainment, like the fun stuff. There is stuff here, but like if you're looking for like the biggest, like who's gonna be like who's the biggest place that can reach the most people and people would watch it would be the human area west of here.
Yeah. So yeah, I essentially relayed that idea to the others, basically saying,
If we can turn this footage over to the media, we could potentially hurt Lord Laranote and manipulate the guild to our cause.
It ain't gonna work. You see, D is sitting like against a wall. His face is still marked red. And you see he goes, There isn't anything in this world that that man can do that would turn this place against him. He helped build this thing. He helped build the Guardians in general. There's nothing that we could show them that's gonna do that. And you see he gets up and he leaves and just fucking like literally just full on heads to leave the building. And Calder goes, oh wait, D, hold on now, D, and Calder chases after him.
You're Calder.
Now what do we do?
Fuck. Tin Man? I don't think we should go after this guy. Did you just see what the fuck happened? He made me jump out of the fucking building.
I thought I thought Shaft was gonna be under the spell for another hour.
he
can
releases
talk.
him as you guys reach the bottom of the elevator.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, I can talk, Major.
All right. Why so
In all
aggressive?
fairness, Lieutenant, you did attack him first.
Nothing you
I
would
think-
do either, Tin Man.
I think after the scene that you just created, maybe you should lay low for a little bit.
Fuck that. We're way low. We're the Gators. Whatever. Low.
Wrong canon.
Wrong
chat,
canon,
wrong
wrong-
canon.
wrong universe.
Exactly.
The multiverse
Completely
is collapsing
wrong
in right
universe.
now.
In our multiverse, we're badass.
That's the equivalent of Bruce Banner going, "Come on, guys, we're the Justice
With the
League."
Justice League. Yeah. Oh man. That's funny.
Hey, I don't care what game we're playing, we're still badasses. That's it. That's it.
No, we've kind of been like completely fucked for the past 2 sessions. So
I mean,
Mhm.
technically, you guys were
You
great till the
really-
very
Wonderful.
end of last session. You guys were doing awesome the
Yeah.
beginning of it.
things were easy when we were just the tools of imperialism.
I don't think we should take after the guild right now. Like, I don't think we should. Fuck with them right now.
That's the first intelligent thing you've said all day.
Hey.
Yeah, that guy was pretty scary. I mean, like, right? Like, I couldn't take my eyes off him. He was pretty scary. You see, Reed is just standing by Fusion, and he's just like, that was pretty intense.
Was here the whole time.
What D said Reed was there.
I did say Reed was there, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Mook and Chef physically and in real life didn't notice Reed, which is Reed's purpose. Is just not to be noticed most of the time.
Oh gosh.
It's like, hang on, I need to find that one meme from The Office. Anyway,
I think you should hang on to that media for a little while. Just in case later. I mean, it could be good blackmail in the end, but we're gonna have to get some more shit together to get that guy. He's number 2. You know what I mean? Like,
Don't
might need
intend
that.
to get rid of the footage anytime soon.
you might want to seal it in an envelope, ship it to yourself in a year and a half from now or something. I don't know. Just saying.
Wait, like, are we really doing it? Like that was intense. Like, I mean, you jumped out a window. You jumped out a window. Also, you looked out a window. A lot of window looking. A lot of window stuff. I think we gotta say some. Like, I think windows are the problem, guys.
Thanks, big guy. I appreciate you jumping
I
out the
just
window.
just like look at him, at Reed.
Wait,
blankly.
where are we at this point?
You
D?
guys are kind of
Are
in the
we in the-
lobby. You guys just walk because
the
D
lobby,
and
okay.
Calder just fucking D just fucking left and Calder chase after him, and like full on left the building.
I understand why his dad's fucking scary.
Just like, come on, D, stand up to him, man. He's.
Mhm.
What's the worst he can
What's the
do
worst
other
he
than
could
make you
do?
commit suicide?
It wasn't like he literally is a war hero. It's one of the few like normal soldiers that wasn't a murder robot that went into war.
Yeah, that dude's mean as hell. I'm just saying, he's been in my head. I've seen some thoughts, and it was crazy.
Oh.
That man seen some war. Ooh, are we connected now? Like 10
No, the telepathic control is just so he can tell you what to do from like a distance. You have no like you only hear him thus yelling at you in your brain when that
But
was
now we're
happening.
connected. Now I can
No,
hear it.
no, not at all. His
Yeah, I
his
should-
mind is incredibly strong compared to yours.
I want to work. Like, I want to get that. I want to be.
You want to work
Good
to get
luck.
dominate. I mean, you're not magical at all. It's a spell. You would have to level up you would have to level up forever now as a spellcaster to get that spell. Like you'd have to
Can,
stop leveling up everything else and start leveling up as a spellcaster.
Can K do it?
K is not the same kind. It's an arcane. It's an arcane spell. It's not a. It's not a. She's a holy person that works for a god. God would never give you the power to do that.
Also, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
No, that'd be cool.
Usually, it's a pretty bad guy spell. Most people, decent people, don't run that spell.
Wait, Reed is spelled R-E, like R-E-I-D, right?
His name
It's
is Red.
Reed. Reed.
R-E-E-D. Alright, just making sure.
His name is Red.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
What the? What?
I called him.
What was that noise?
I also heard that. Did anyone else hear that? A fucking dragon just gurgled in the background.
Sounded like a bong hit.
Just-
Hello.
Chapter 1, it's red. Oh. Damn, red, hit this. Passes the bong.
That's his name. Red.
Considering how this day is going, you know, passing the bong around might be a good idea.
Mm. Did you find your meme finally? Mood confusion, read. That's literally it. That's been the whole campaign this entire time. I can't count how many times Shaft's like, what the fuck you mean Reed's been here the whole time? Red, what are you doing here?
I was like, hey Reed, where have you been?
Remember when your whole team died and Shaft went, of course fucking Red's alive. Of course he's alive. Everyone else is died, but Red, you love Red?
Damn.
Oh.
I mean this in the most affectionate way possible, but he's like a cockroach. You
He needs to sing us a song.
Oh god.
Yeah. Read. You need to sing us a song. We need to hear a song. We haven't
I
heard
mean,
a
I
song
can't.
yet.
I don't have my loot unless we go outside, though. I mean, I have this harmonica. I stuck this harmonica in, but I can't really sing and do harmonica at the same time.
Why not? Billy Joel could do it. Terrible joke. Terrible joke.
Like it.
Where do we go from there?
I have no idea.
Reed's like, should we go check on our Laranote, not the big scary one?
I would recommend a psychological evaluation for Captain Larnote.
Yeah, that's fair.
And while we're at it, we can go back to my room and pass a bong around.
I didn't actually say the last thing.
The-
I'm making a
Mook's like we're going back to my room. I'm passing the seaweed around.
Sparking up.
We're getting.
But Mook, your
Sparking up.
character doesn't even breathe. What? How is he
I
smoking
can
up?
make it work.
Make it work.
If I pretend.
I'm gonna get I'm gonna get lungs installed just to
Oh
get
my
high.
God.
Or maybe just like I don't know, like
Mhm.
attach jumper cables to my fingers, and then just like I'll get high off of like just getting zapped.
And then I get
Mhm.
high. Yeah, just call Garth, get Garth to bring a bunch of seaweed over, and then you guys.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna check on D.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We're gonna all go check on D. Yeah.
There we go. Awesome. I love when my mic just stops working. Yeah, you guys go check on D. You guys walk out. You guys can chase him for a little bit. You see he actually walks through the city, for a little bit. Are you guys just gonna follow him all the way there? Or you guys just kind of looking around on your way there?
Actually, first before I go to hunt him down,
Mm.
I'm gonna go to the cafeteria and like get like a large soda.
Okay. Yeah, you get you get a large soda.
And yeah, so just like with the flagon of coffee from a Dagon, I'm just kind of like just holding this out and like
Oh my god.
just roaming the streets looking for D.
You go looking for him with everybody. Everyone's going, right?
Yeah.
You guys follow
Yes.
for a while. You guys leave the downtown area. You actually pass by into this district that's like the middle class area. So it's a kind of a it takes a little bit to get there. Is this middle class area where it's like nice homes, but there's actual grass and lawn, and it looks very homey, very different than like the big fancy downtown region that that like D has said his dad lives now and like in the offices and where you guys work and everything. You get to this area and it looks very nice. Like I said, very like a upper middle class kind of thing. Still, most dominantly high elves. As you're walking around and you know he went this direction, you see there's a little graveyard off to the side of one of the roads with a beautiful, elegant high elf church. And you see a large werewolf man standing by a gate.
Is the werewolf with us?
No, Calder chase after D.
Wait, so it's not our
No, it's
werewolf
called.
man?
Yeah,
There's
it's
another.
Calder. Yeah,
Oh,
it
it is
looks like
him.
it
Okay.
looks like it's
Never
Calder.
mind. All right. I guess we're gonna go up to him and ask him where D is.
Cool. You guys go up to him. You ask him. He goes, "Oh, he's come on," and he waves you over, and you guys walks, and he like tries to like puts his like he like passes his hand like up and down like to be like quiet, not to be like stealthy, but like just like a little bit quiet. As you guys walk up, you see that D is kneeling at a large gravestone in the middle of the graveyard.
Yeah, right, man.
Can you guys give me a perception check?
Perception.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Perception.
That is an 11.
How many do I
Uh,
have? Two?
I think you add a 1 to the shaft.
A one.
I
Yeah.
got a 19.
I got a 12.
Um, Mook and Shaft. What you guys see is that you see D kneeling. You see a lot of rotten flowers. You see he has some fresh flowers that are in his hand, and he puts them on top. Okay, you see past him Laranote written in stone. And the first name kind of is he's in front of, but you can tell the last name is there. Um, and you see partially script that says "loving mother" and "wife," and you see a bunch of old worn out candles that haven't been lit in a while around this gravestone.
Can I use my magic to clean it up?
I don't know if you have a spell. Do you have prestidigitation? I don't think so, because you're not.
Do I have what?
Prestidigitation is kind of this like, oh, it's like magic gimmicky stuff that it's like that would do that. Let me see.
Damn it.
Yeah, no, it's not anything that you typically would do.
Yeah, I don't think so. Okay. Never mind.
Yeah. Is anything you guys are kind of just all standing around him?
Yeah. Slowly approach him. I don't say anything. But I just sort of just kind of like awkwardly hold the soda out to him.
He stands up and he sighs. You know, he wasn't always like that. You know, yeah. My mom was still here. He honestly wasn't that bad. I mean, he would be busy with work, but for the longest time, things were okay. We used to live in a few houses just down the road. That was before. He kind of like rubs the stone. He goes, she died a long time ago. Now. And when she left, so did every ounce of kindness in him. And he sighs again. He takes a drink. He goes, "Thank you." Takes a sip. He goes, "My dad left, and I was kind of on my own growing up. He was always working way more than he used to, and then so I flunked out of school. I ditched all the time. The only reason I got anywhere is because my dad kept paying people off and forcing me to get through things. I used to ditch all the time and go down to the Wood Elf district. That's where I met Kat. She didn't have anything. She was homeless. So we kind of just bonded over having nothing. She's my oldest friend. Reminded me a lot about my mom. Look, my dad sucks. And honestly, he's a piece of shit. Kat and I were always against everything he stood for. That's partially why I didn't want to work for him. Why I didn't want to work for the guild office. And he offered multiple times. Look, and he looks at you, Kay. He looks at Skullbath and he goes, "Wherever you go, I'm following."
Why did you agree to do this job if you were so against working with him?
He looks at Calder. He looks at Reed, and he looks at everyone individually. Takes a sip of his soda. He goes, "Because what little friends I had left needed me."
All right. This is getting really slow, D.
Real slow. I mean, it's just like
Boy.
you guys are the ones that jumping into.
We're not-
You guys are
This is
jumping
a
into
lot
the.
to process.
You guys are jumping into the
Yeah,
deep of it.
exactly.
I know.
Chat's like, this is a lot of storytelling going on here.
I'm Healing brothers.
The last session with a suicide, and then the one before that, like all of our
Oh,
friends died.
this is how you figure out
and-
just how deeply depressed I am as a
Depressing.
storyteller.
God, it's so sad. I'm gonna cry.
Whatever action we take next, we need to make sure that those we lost before, that their sacrifices will not have been in vain. And make sure that whatever your father deserves, he receives.
He D smiles a little, like a little smirk, and he goes, "Thank you." Look, if you really think that something's going on here, and I agree, we're gonna figure it out. We can, I mean, but we're not gonna get it out of him. We need to do some digging on our own. I mean, we could try to sneak in, or we can try investigating out there. I don't know. I don't know what's the best way.
Oh, wait, you said that the way that the guild office tracks us is through their portal tech, right?
Like they have a way, like you guys have like digital devices on you that like it's like very much like real life, where like you have to ditch like all your digital devices for them to track you. And then the only way they would have to is like raw magical way means, which is very difficult unless like usually they have to have something connecting them to you or something. Um, and in that case, like, that's also very difficult. But like what I'm saying is like if you're on mission and you're like somewhere like you're not supposed to be, and they're like, hey, well, could we just portal you? And you're gonna be like, no, and then they see your coordinates is fucking in the middle of like a bad area. That might be problematic, and you might be able to talk your way out of that. I'm just saying like that would be a red flag to them that you're there.
I just kind of like look to Sigilvath as in it's your call, basically, of like what the game plan is.
I definitely thought the water idea was really
Look,
cool though. Just to
at this point, we all agree that there is definitely something going on. And the only thing that we all seem to agree upon is that we could find some answers in the Badlands area. Maybe, this is just a suggestion, we could explore that idea further. I'm not saying we have to go there today. I'm just saying we could figure out that if we ever need to go there, how to get there. What do you guys think?
I mean, I already slapped the dude in the face. Might as well.
oh my god.
We
Kind of
also need to
in
take
now.
into consideration how to stay off the grid. We will have to keep all digital communication devices here at base, and then ensure that our possessions cannot lead to us through magical means.
We're obviously going to have to cover our tracks if and when we do this.
And you're gonna have to be. You're gonna be stealthy.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
There's no other way of doing this.
We gotta be on our game though. We gotta get some shit first before we do this.
That is correct.
Chef's like
So
back.
what's the
Chef's
first
like
thing we
back to the
gotta
black market.
What's the first thing we need to collect though?
Well,
Boat, right?
if we're thinking of going the water route, we're gonna have to figure out how, well, most of you are going to get there, considering I'm pretty sure you guys can't breathe on the water.
What if we fly?
Mm,
I mean,
there's only one of us who can fly, right?
yeah, but he only can fly for 30 minutes. No, he's like, no, no, no. I'm not talking about like wings, like us will grow wings. I mean, I may know that my dad has a private air vehicle somewhere in the guild office that I know he has for emergencies. I know it exists. I don't know specifically where it is. It must. I just know it's got to be somewhere easy for him to reach. Could just take that and fly out of here if we're just full on going for it.
If we're flying out, we're gonna be catching a lot of attention. I'm not sure if that's the best
Well, I mean, you know, there's
idea.
not that many flying vehicles around. Like most people, there's not a whole shit of there's no planes or anything flying around.
Yeah, but if there's a flying vehicle, won't we be like?
Oh yeah,
Target.
it might be kind of obvious, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying like you're not gonna get like there's not gonna be like dogfights or anything because you've never seen.
No, I mean we're just gonna be target.
That's fair. That's
Well,
fair,
see,
Major.
court martial when you get back.
Any of us know how to fly any kind of air transport?
No, because they literally don't. This is like he's saying like this is like an experimental thing
Oh.
that only they have. So like no one has ever been trained on these things.
Wait. Oh boy.
Also, again, Kay, that breathing water thing, it's like you would have to go underwater. Like, you guys have to go to your home city to get it. But there are those collars that you can maybe get your hands on or steal or whatever.
And the collars is when
But aren't
we
those
have to talk to King
also?
Zora.
But aren't those also in the water, like where the black
Yeah,
market
but
is?
no, the black market is in
No, no,
like a
the
cavern.
secret.
Yeah, there's like it's like a little crime syndicate in your city that kind of runs like all the clubs and stuff. Yeah, so you'd be doing with like essentially like mob bosses and stuff. But you
But
know that
isn't my city underwater?
yeah, so you can get temporary water breathing, but for you to make your trek to the Badlands underwater, you're gonna need some longer term water breathing. You can get a bunch of water breathing potions that will last for a few hours. You guys can get what you need. That's stuff you can just physically buy.
I feel like that'd be so much more expensive though.
I mean, yeah, I'm not saying like you should. That's why I'm saying like you might need to buy water. Like you need to buy water breathing potions to get the collars for your longer journey. Because yeah, if you just get water breathing potions for the whole trip, you're gonna need a shit ton of water breathing potions, or a shit ton of like
We don't
scrolls.
need to get. We don't need to get water breathing potions to get the collars. Mook and I can breathe on the water. We can go and get the collars.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to split,
No.
yeah, if you want to split the group and you just want to go do that, then that's cool. Shaft
I'm
sleeping.
just trying to save money at this point. Shaft sleeping, totally.
No.
What? Collars.
Collars? What?
Collars?
Yes. Yes.
I'm no dog.
The answer is yes. Yeah. So that's. I mean, that could be a plan, like one plan, possible plan.
It is possible.
We commandeer a boat or a submersible.
Ooh, submarine.
Anything like that, like boats would be like fishing boats, and those would get checked by the guild office. Like Kay is natural 20 on her information about her people, is that there are underwater secret routes that are not guild controlled, but they are like mob controlled. So you would have to go through the mob to get safe passage through them, but that would be able to get you under the government's radar, both literally and physically and metaphorically.
Can we get like teleported over there?
If you know a spellcaster strong enough to do that, that's not part of the government who has to report who they teleport and where.
Because we're still doing.
If
we
you
need to do this off the books.
Yeah, like you could. I mean, unless you want to try to lie and figure out a reason why you need to go over there for them to legally send you over there. That's another thing. That's another approach you guys could do is lie. But you also work for a bunch of like spies and liars, so also keep that in mind.
Huh. Well, I just thought of something. We found the undead guy close to the water,
Mhm.
and based on the footsteps and all the stuff that we analyzed in the area, we know that they were using the water route to go in and out.
Mhm. Yeah, they're following the coastline to get in and out of the
Maybe,
woods.
so maybe we want to investigate further and go deeper into the water
I can't get over the snoring.
for our investigation. And oh my god, I can't even finish my.
Every 30 seconds is snoring.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's funny.
Yeah, so like essentially what I'm trying to get at is that we're considering we found him close to the water, we're just trying to investigate further, and going to my city would just be a part of the investigation.
Yeah,
Do you think we could pull that
the
off?
pathway is literally mere feet away from that dock that you guys met the undead guy at.
Yeah.
So it's
So we're
not
basically trying to pull
far.
that off.
If you
Do you think that
mean like
would
if you're gonna take the
fly?
coast and you're gonna go through the woods, remember you guys are currently at war with the dark elves, and you guys just look like guardians people walking through
Oh
the
no
woods.
no.
So, but yeah,
No,
if the
no.
dock is right next to the easiest walkway for non like Triton to go to your home city. And you know, there's like there's a
Wait, so
turtle that sits in the water, discards it, and lets people in.
it's hang on. Pause.
Pausing.
There's a pathway where we can go through without having to get an underwater
Oh
spell.
no, it goes underwater, but it's like a pathway that doesn't require you to swim very hard. So like you can still walk, and it's like
No, no,
a
okay.
path. But you could, if you somehow got in the water anywhere on that coastline, you could reasonably swim your way home. These guys
No, no, no.
cannot.
What I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
No, hang on. Sorry, time out. What I'm saying is that, um, could we, as the officers, ask Gil to teleport us to my city,
Hmm.
using the excuse that we're going for an investigation? Do you think that could fly?
You could try. It depends
What do
how
you
it
guys
depends
think?
how you explain it. Also, like you still have the problem of they gotta breathe underwater.
No,
Unless
they
you just send Mookin yourself.
can't they just teleport us to my city?
Your city
Wait,
is underwater all the time.
is there's no
Yeah, it's
bubble
like
around it like
Atlantis.
Aquaman?
No, because your people can breathe underwater because you are fish people. Why would they put an air bubble when you guys don't need air? There are buildings that
Huh.
do have air pockets in them because they're like for people visiting. But
Yeah, so
like
can we not go to those buildings?
yeah, but okay, I'm just telling you right now. Only because you got the natural 20 on the history of your place. The people you're gonna want to get these collars from are not
They're
gonna
not in those buildings?
are gonna be like mobs and shit, and like the people that like the bosses are all fish people that live in the water. Because being in an air bubble just means that you guys are like all your race is stronger in water because you guys move faster and are stronger
Hmm.
in the water. It would be putting yourself at a disadvantage to be in the air, just so you can have other people around you.
Okay.
But yeah, there
Well,
are pockets of air like you could, but for them to have full access to the city, they would need. Also, Aquaman is not an air bubble. Aquaman, they're all underwater the whole time.
No, but then they create the bubble to have a conversation.
Yeah, that's because it's a private conversation, and they can
Yeah,
the
well,
sound
I'm
waves
gonna
can't
be
echo
having
through
a
the water.
private conversation.
You don't have a spell
All of us.
to create an air bubble, unfortunately.
Come on, man. I am one of the strongest aqua people. Come on, let me cast
It's
this
not a spell
spell.
you have. It's not a spell you have to make an air bubble. You can move water, but you can't create air. I don't think. Let's see. Also, you would burn all your.
Here's
Let me double check your spell list real quick, because I actually think you do
fine.
have a wind spell. Actually, let me see.
Even I'm checking. I do have a wind spell.
Yeah, you have gust of wind. But you only have 3 casts of that, and it lasts a very
Yeah,
short
I was gonna
time.
say.
So you would be burning through your spell
Mm,
slots, which is an
yeah,
option.
that's
That
not
could
worth
be
it.
an emergency thing. So we could figure that out.
That's not worth it.
You could, I mean, you can bring them. You just might have to leave the guys like in a hotel room or like at a casino that has like at a level that has air pockets in it. You know, but like,
How do I do that?
I mean, you just make sure that they teleport you to a place that has air.
No, I mean, how do I get those guys in there? The mob
You're
guys.
gonna have to try to talk to them or drag them, or I mean, that's your job. I'm not here to tell you how to play the game. I'm just giving you options, Kay. I'll tell you it's possible. It just might not be super likely.
I think the best option, in my opinion, would be to split the gang.
Yeah, that's fair. If you guys are all fine with that, that's also cool.
Yeah, well, one of my gang members is asleep.
Well, once you guys figure out
The
where we're
other
going,
one-
we can wrap it. Once you guys like decide what you're gonna do, we can wrap up.
Mook, what do you?
Right.
We're both to do now.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have to acquire the collars through the mob,
Yeah,
the
Hmm.
mafia, right?
the fish
Um,
mafia, if so to speak.
Fish mafia.
And
Fish
are
mafia,
they actually
sure.
money for him?
No, we're gonna steal them.
You're gonna steal them? All right, cool.
Steal them. We're gonna steal from the mafia.
Kay has gone off the rails in this whole session. Kay's like the hands are
It's
out.
just you and Luke, right?
Here's the
It's
thing.
just you and Luke, right?
It's just me and
have-
Mook.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah,
got
'cause I
three
can't
options
breathe
right now.
underwater.
Hang on. We
Wait, hang
got
on,
three
hang on. I want to
options
hear
right
what
now,
Mook wants to. Go,
right?
go
So
ahead.
we have three options. Either
Hmm.
A, we all steal from the guild off. We all steal from not only the guild office, but we steal from Lord Laranote himself. We steal his personal aircraft.
Yeah, fuck my dad.
We get cozy with the mafia and we buy these collars off of them and we get safe passage to the Badlands.
Mm-hmm.
Or C, just me and Sigolvath, we go down to the city and we steal from the mafia and risk getting attacked down there without backup.
Yeah, that
Okay, if you
covers
put
it.
when you put it that way.
Or there's also
Yeah,
D.
that's
You
my
guys
main
just
concern.
you guys take the woods and see how you fare against the dark elves. That's an option.
It's true.
It would be
Real
probably
option
difficult,
D.
but it is an option.
I like B so far.
B and
Wow,
D,
Shaft
yeah,
does not
B-
want to
B and D.
steal. That's
No,
I don't
that's
wanna
some growth.
See,
No, Mook, I know you
We
don't
try-
want to steal.
We
yeah.
tried it
think
once and
Shaft
it didn't
doesn't
work
want to
out. Because we tried it, it didn't work out once.
Okay, fine. We can make a deal with the mafia.
also, this be fair. Like, is your goal? Like, are you done with the guild office? Are you like, we don't need any? We're not gonna get any more information out of them, or like we're not gonna find any more information with that, or are you putting all your eggs in the basket of we need to get out of here to get any more information? Like, where are you with that? Like, I think that
so-
might help you decide here because you guys have a few options here.
I think we're done
I-
with the guild office.
Okay, all right. No, I don't think we're done. I feel like see,
Okay.
Really squashes that.
my suggestion would be to split the gang. Mook and I go find the collars. The rest of the gang
Mhm.
continues searching for answers.
D
I'm not gonna like
goes after you kind of talk about their ideas. He goes, "It is slim to none, but if I can get us somehow into my dad's office at some point, he's gone all the time, honestly. If we could slip in there somehow, can someone figure out something? Will that help us get anything out of it? Would that be helpful in any way?"
I mean, sure.
If you are willing, then it's worth a shot.
I mean, this could definitely get us not just fired, but blacklisted from the country if we get caught. But if we think that is a necessary element to this plan, I mean, I'm down for it.
Well, if you get caught, you could just say that you wanted to see your dad.
He looks at you and he goes, if seeing my dad ever got me into that office, maybe we would have some form of a relationship right now. Sigolbath. He let us in today because we provided him something useful, not because he wanted me there.
And not to mention that the last time I just saw him, he threw me out the fucking window.
You threw a glass in his face.
Because
Large
you're
Dr.
talking
Pepper.
to a friend that way.
Oh god, that's so funny.
Yeah.
So we got so what so what are you guys thinking?
I'm thinking Yeah, so Golvath and I will go get the collars. And
Fine, and
then
I'm gonna steal the fucking. I'm gonna steal the thing out of his office.
You want to steal the
You're not
plane?
stealing.
You want to steal the
You're not
plane?
stealing.
No, the sword in the oh, I
You're not
can't touch the sword.
stealing anything from his office. You're basically going into his
The
office to
shield.
look for information.
The
I
shield
know,
sword
but
thing was weird.
some,
Mook never figured out what it
yeah,
was because you guys were getting your ass beat by one man. Um,
right.
One
And then
extremely
the
powerful
other,
man.
yes, true. This is
but
like a
what if
really old elf.
that's it's like a suit that could beat him?
Wait, do you think that suit with the shield and the sword is like an Iron Man suit that will magically beat him? Is that what you think it is?
Yeah, maybe.
All right, yeah, worth
you
investigating.
want to
This
try
is
it,
not
right?
the Marvel
Right?
Cinematic Universe.
You want to try
No,
it?
I try it.
I mean,
Oh
you
God.
did try attacking him last time, so
I
you
mean,
know.
you can only go up from here, Shaft. Honestly, you can only go up from
Only
here.
go- You literally almost died today, so like, how much worse
That
could it possibly get?
Let me see how much
Well, he
fall
could
damage is.
actually die.
That's what I'm thinking. See, that's what I'm thinking.
Let me figure out how much fall damage you would have accumulated if I didn't bless you with a circle teleport.
100%.
The damage for every 10 feet you fell. You take 1.6 d6 bludgeoning for every 10 feet. So let me see what the exact. I have the height written down. Hold on. You would have taken a minimum. Uh. Oh, I need this in feet. You would have taken a minimum. You would have died. You would have if you did like it. It would have taken so slick maneuvering. You'd have had probably 8 deck saves to roll, and if you crit failed any of them, you were dead. The minimum damage would have killed you, and the only way you could have lived is if you were a barbarian, and you raged. Because it's like falling off the Sears Tower. But
You win
it's
some, you lose
survivable.
some.
But it would have been up to rolls.
Like,
It would have been up to
very
the
much
dice.
slim chance.
Yeah, very slim chances.
All right.
All right. Cool. So you guys are gonna cool. So I think we'll probably wrap it up there then with Kay and Mook gonna go adventuring into the depths of the ocean, and Shaft and Larenote and the gang going to stealth into Lord Larenote's office.
I want my armor before we go, Indy.
You wanna? Oh, you want new armor before? Yeah, we can go. Yeah, we can go shopping if you want.
No. Because I'm in my plain clothes, right?
Oh yeah,
I
no.
want to
When you guys
change.
leave, you guys get your gear back whenever you leave the building.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's what I meant.
Cool.
And I want my cloak. I'm taking my cloak.
Chef's like, I'll make sure I'm taking the cloak.
Oh God, when we go underwater, I'm probably gonna lose my wig.
My wig. How will Medagan ever? This is the first episode without Medagan in it at all.
I was
Hey,
just gonna
you never
ask.
know.
I'm like, hey, Mook, you don't want to see Medagan before we go underwater?
Medagan, Mook has been having such a mental crisis this whole episode.
I can't use my girlfriend as a crutch, Kay. She needs.
And now it's a polyamorous relationship. I
We
got
need
two
to.
people in my brain.
We need to keep a healthy amount of distance when things
Mhm.
get tough.
Okay, that's good. That's
Can't
good.
just dump all my problems on her.
I'm glad to hear that.
Look, I just ended like the greatest long-term relationship I've ever had. So like, it's left me with a lot of good habits.
There it is. Great. Yeah. Then we'll continue here from next time. What do you guys think? Was it too sad? Was it too?
It
No.
was very sad.
It was increasingly sad.
But then again, also bad decisions were made. So
Oh yeah. It was very sad that Shaft's character didn't die.
I wanted to see. I would have loved to see what
Oh
would happen
no.
if Fusion literally just died and then Shaft just had to get a new character.
I would have
Or just sit
probably
this one
give. I
out.
would have given Chef the option of like, is there a character you want to play that's like in the party, like it's in the team, or would you prefer to
He's
just
gonna
roll a
become.
new
He's gonna
one?
become Marine.
He becomes Reed and he has to sing.
He becomes Marine.
The
And
thing is,
then
because of the
you can't
NPCs, I would have to give him so much information and be like, okay, so this is this character's entire deal, and this is everything about them.
I don't think he would give a shit. He'd probably just,
They
throw
would.
his weight around
They
anyway.
honestly, out of the three of them, the easiest one to be would have been Calder. Like Calder's got a
Or
deal,
Reed.
but Calder like
Calder
deal
would make
hasn't
the
been
most
really
sense.
gotten into. Also, like he's the most like I think he's also just a fighter, so like he's not much different than what Shap was playing. I think he's got a couple levels in Barbarian. I don't have his sheet pulled up right now.
He's a werewolf, so I'd be cool with that.
Yeah, he's pretty sick. I've always wanted to play a werewolf, and that's why I
Yeah,
made sure I had a werewolf
so-
on the team.
Yeah, so
I'm mad
like
if I die or
you
something.
constantly hitting on the cat lady, and now you're a wolf guy.
Now you're a
you
wolf
know, it's-
guy. Now that's
the
your
furry jokes write themselves.
yeah. Shaft is like so anti-furry in Warzone, but it's so pro-furry in D&D. It's really weird.
Shaft, it's okay to be a furry.
Yeah.
Just don't yiff in public.
Just don't yiff in public, dude. You can yiff it all. You can yiff up all day, every day, just not in public. Yiff in privacy.
You guys are sick. Sick.
We're sick. Your first line in this episode was meow.
Every single time Agent Wilcast shows up, your immediate impulse is to hit on her.
Yeah, facts.
The first cat lady that we meet, that's your immediate instinct.
Something about making women purr, man. I don't know. I like it.
Oh, also just a bit of information. You guys also know specifically in Alonto, there is like a celebration, like almost like a really big festival that happens, like with like a parade and shit. That is kind of coming up. If that alters your plans at all, it is coming up a little bit. It's a high elf holiday that the Wood Elves kind of also partake in.
We're gonna go bar hopping and we're gonna get blitzed.
We're actually like ignore our problems. We're just gonna go get wasted and trash. Okay, everyone constitution saves. Okay, crap fail. Oh, you woke up in the alleyway. You're next to your ex. You're like, no,
Oh
no.
Somehow Fusion just like ends up back with the knife again.
Ends up back with a knife, and it's full talk. It's like, I can't believe that I saw you at the bar, and you also ordered a martini. What are the odds? That's real love.
So then that's basically just gonna be me like chaperoning everyone around.
My goal for Shaft
That's
is for
iconic
him
way
to
to get him
choose
back
to actually marry this knife again. To actually make
Oh my
the
God,
choice to.
He's gonna get
He's gonna
remarried.
find the knife.
It's gonna be
get
it's gonna be a
remarried.
Las Vegas wedding.
Shaft will learn to love. Fusion will learn to love this.
He'll learn to love properly.
Oh man. What do you mean I can't break up with you but keep the benefits of the knife?
Oh my God.
Alright. Well, it is 3 a.m., 4 a.m. for Kay, so we probably should wrap up.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you for joining me for Round the Table, another episode of the World of Estronia. If you have no idea what's going on, this is a D&D campaign, a custom D&D campaign that I wrote for my friends and I. If you like this and you want to know more about it and you haven't watched any of the other episodes, they're all live on YouTube right now, youtube.com/lightningd27. It's up right here. Ooh, that's the wrong one. It's all right here in the YouTube channel, lightningd27. You can also follow me on Facebook at lightningd27 official. That I will post when I go live, post when this went live. I also do that on Twitter at Han_Duncan. thank you guys so much for joining me. If you like D&D and you want to get into it, or you like the game and you haven't played it in a while because you don't have a DM, I am now a hireable DM GM on startplaying.games. You can find me at startplaying.games/GM/Lightning D27. Find me. I have my campaign. I was actually just talking about the High Fantasy campaign right now. That is all live. You can book me for that right now. $15 a player. If you have custom work or you want something me to make, or you want to play this one even, go ahead and contact me. I'm happy to put it up there. Once this one gets a little bit more refined and finished, probably towards the end of us playing this one, it will go up there as well. So you can, in the future, play this campaign along with some other ones that I'm working on. I got like 2 other ones that I'm working on as well. So thank you guys all so much. If you're looking for that, I'm hireable. Come get me. Thank you guys for joining me. I'll see you next time.